Happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope that you're having a glorious time. I already see fabulous people in the chat. Hi, Eli. Hi, Amber. Hi, Mike. Yay, Mike just came back to us last night,
Nice.
which is just so fabulous.
His character is
they-
it's gonna be so much fun to play with this new
Yeah,
character.
yeah.
I'm
It's gonna
so
be
excited.
delightful. I'm very excited. So today we have finally gotten back from our misadventures in the future, showing off to the various people what can happen if we do not succeed in our attempt to rid this continent of a horrific lich queen who is murdering her entire country to make undead and robotic slaves. Yeah.
It's an efficient system, not gonna lie.
Absolutely. As if you're gonna do it, get that twofer. There's...
Waste not, want not.
That's right. So, as we begin, of course, we are going to have our fabulous dice giveaway. So everybody in the chat, and I will remind you throughout the stream, please hit that exclamation point raffle to enter the raffle for some fabulous Phoenix dice, which are glorious. Phoenix Dice makes all of their dice out of recycled materials because they love the world we live in just as much as all the worlds we play in. So thank you, Phoenix Dice, for being amazing. And like I said, enter that raffle if you want some fabulous dice. And
Entering the raffle.
hey, Ethul, what happened
Hi.
to you last week?
Well, he's still grappling with the fact on whether or not any of that was actually real or just a delusion that they all shared.
Absolutely.
If it was real, and he wasn't just losing his mind, they ended up facing off against some of the most powerful creatures to walk the multiverse.
Oh. That's true.
And thanks to
That's
the
true.
power of the planar touchstones, we were slowly but surely undoing them.
Yes.
You know, like
Yes.
tearing apart Lolth at every seam on her body and then becoming a gigantic tentacle spider. That was an interesting sensation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
That's definitely a moment. It's a moment that you'll remember for a long time. Ripping the divinity out of Lolth and becoming a tentacle spider. Absolutely.
Sounds like a weekend bender.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that we're back to reality now. We don't have any gods or goddesses actively at this moment trying to ruin our day. But with that, let's bring up two other fabulous sponsors, D&D Beyond and Hero Forge. D&D Beyond helps me keep my brain in my head and not falling out my goddamn ear, as it collates everything and keeps track of everything for me, so I can just click a couple buttons and know what's going on. So thank you, Hero Forge, not Hero Forge, D&D Beyond. See, can't. It just can't. Like, nothing sticks anymore. So thank you, D&D Beyond, for that. And Hero Forge, if you look behind our fabulous characters, you'll see delightful Hero Forge. Yay for minis! We love it. You can go and create your own 3D characters over at Hero Forge, import their pictures and things like that into your own campaigns, or you can actually buy the minis, which they will paint for you and send you in fabulous 3 dimensions in the mailbox, which is great. And we have affiliate codes for both. So if you would like to help us out and help two fabulous members of our community out, go and get the new Strixhaven, or go pre-order the new Morden Kanan book, which looks amazing, or go get some fabulous minis. It's delightful. And with that, hey Gorf, what happened to you last week?
Fuck gods and one That's the most important thing to remember is that we won.
That's right. That's right. It's the simple things.
Yeah. I also I tasted hag for the first time.
Yes. It's important.
I don't know if I'll be able to get
How
it
was
again.
it?
Oh, it was real good, real good. I probably could make a really good soup. Really good soup.
What kind of soup? What kind of soup is a hag best suited for?
Yeah, hag soup. Obviously.
I have a couple ideas. I'll get back to you on that. But unfortunately, I won't be able to do any testing. At least not yet.
Not immediately.
Yeah, not immediately. There's some things that have to happen before that could really come to fruition.
Yeah. You're a terrible human.
We saved my brother. That was also really good.
That was delightful.
From his own stupidity.
Yeah.
He screwed up this time. It wasn't me. I had nothing to do with it. Yeah, so now it's kind of weird because, like, I understand that none of it happened, but it also did happen. So I don't really know what to do with that. Kind of struggling, honestly.
Okay, you're not the only one that feels weird about it.
And the intricacies of time travel and planar shenanigans. Yeah.
That's for.
Yeah, absolutely.
It happens. It just happens.
Yeah,
other people to think about.
Yeah.
Well, that is delightful. I'm glad that you're back in reality too this week. And with that, let's talk about a couple more of our sponsors. We've got Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, which is a fabulous mobile game where you get to play, guess what? Champions of the Forgotten Realms, as they defeat all kinds of things and are just fabulous in general. My personal favorite is Jarlaxle, because he's got a fabulous hat. And that's important. Fabulous hats are important. I don't know if you know that.
I do have to say that
they pulled together
yesterday you said Duraxis, which was hilarious.
There's just too many X names in the community. Like that's my issue.
My one issue.
Be more original. Be more original.
Yeah. There is yes, if you see the code up there that starts with win, you can get an Electrum chest in game and empower your fabulous champions of the Forgotten Realms, which we adore. In addition, our fabulous friend Morgan from Souls Rolls is delightful. And if you head over to soulsrolls.com, you can see all the stuff that he does. He does incredible work helping people maneuver through the various issues in their life, both in personal life and in professional life. I did an hour-long session with him, and it helped me clear up about 2 years worth of business things that I had questions about. So it is delightful. He also has all kinds of fabulous articles that are all about how to avoid burnout, how to take care of yourself, how to make sure that self-care actually works and does its job, all those kind of things. So please go and check out Soul from Souls Rolls. And hey, Crow, what happened to you last week?
Oh boy. So I turned into a massive air tempest. Basically like if not the actual replica or embodiment of the heart of the sky itself, baby. And through that creation of basically becoming my planar touchstone, my drinks became dragons, which are awesome, and then one of them was decapitated. But don't worry, I got my vengeance by electrocuting and freezing the bastard Mephistopheles who thought they could do so and get away with it.
Yeah, no.
Then I ate his godhood. That sounded wrong.
I love it.
Don't quote me on that.
Oh my gosh.
But luckily, after all was said and done, Gory was saved, and we were transported back to our reality, where I stopped him from signing a letter that would have him screw not just him and us, but all of reality over
Right.
to a coven of fucking hags.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a thing. It's a thing. And with that, I would like to mention our final sponsor, who is an association with the Foundation for Inclusivity in Gaming. If you would like to help support the foundation, whose job it is to help decolonize the TTRPG space by uplifting the voices of creators of color and Alphabet Mafia creators. You can absolutely do that by getting fabulous merch. That's right. You can go and purchase delightful things from Firefly, Gemmed Firefly, like a delightful t-shirt, which is super soft and really so comfortable, and delightful mugs, things like that. And as we generate art for the various Magnificent Mythology streams, we will also be, with the acceptance of the owners of those books, we will be utilizing that in our merch as well, so that we can continue to create more support for FIG and for creators in our space. So, yay! We're very excited about that. And with that, I'd like to introduce our new player.
Hello!
Hey!
I am Bashir Gauss. Pleasure to be here. What should I do for the introduction?
You tell me first of all, who you are and where we can find you all over the intranets.
All right. So I am Bashir Gauss, an indie game designer, freelance writer, and cultural consultant in tabletop RPGs. I've worked with Kobold Press, Paizo, Rowan Rook and Deckard, most of the companies you would name off the top of your head in some capacity or another. I make my own games. You can find me on Twitter at Bashir Gauss, or you can find me on itch at havocfet.itch.io.
Yay, we love it. And they will be joining us on our adventures. Huzzah! So, does anybody want to play some D&D? Anybody? Anybody want to do that?
Let's do it.
Okay.
We're here.
Fabulous.
Might as well.
Well, let's make that happen, shall we? Welcome, 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 welcome. Let us wake from our long slumber. You step outside the house, the apartment complex that Corton has created for you. And you see Delver's Dream. You've only been here a few short months, Gorf and Ethul. But you have seen it grow in just those few months from a collection of tents to a thriving city. As Corton the Rainbow Mage has literally sprung entire buildings from nothing. You now see next to the huge adamantium doors to the mine, the face of a cliff carved into a scene which is the epic battle between Bahamut and Tiamat. Calyx has finally returned to Delver's Dream and has taken up residence in a newly created temple to Bahamut. You see that Corton's tower now has an eyrie above it that occasionally will spill gold coins out onto the ground around it, as your new friend, the Soul Dragon, romps about in its open-air hoard situated atop his wizard's tower. You see the collection of wagons of the Orc Dreamers over in the distance, with their new friend, the Florid, the beholder made completely of flowers. And you see the strong stone walls surrounding Delver's Dream, patrolled by beings of every race, knowing that this is a place to protect and preserve. You see the pens of the plated wallets. You see the fabulous tavern, you see B&B Baubles, the trading post of Baltor and Bashir. It is astonishing what you've seen so far. And you know that it could all be taken from you if the Lich Queen succeeds. You have managed.
Through a lot.
Yep. You have managed, absolutely, to get Delver's Dream activated for the battle against her. You have managed to finally deal with all the internal politics of Jersai. They are with you now and ready. Now, you must choose who next you will approach. Will it be merchantry, the land of the humans and dwarves and elves, built on beautiful trade and commerce? Will it be Baland, the land of the awakened animals? Mercenaries and hunters? Will it be the land of Duopolis, the dual city above and below the waves, filled with Kalishtar and Tritons? Where will you set off to gain the armies you need?
Kind of like the idea of Duopolis. That sounds kind of fun.
Fabulous.
Beach episode.
Memory serves, before we got accosted by hags, we were heading towards Baland.
That is my recollection as well. I think it's probably the best place to start.
I mean, you and your brother both have roots there already, and I haven't visited Baland in some time.
And if we need armies, not gonna find any place better.
I don't know how biased you are on that fact, but
I mean,
the forces of the bear folk of Baland.
It's like known throughout the world that we have. Our economy is completely based on our ability to kick people's asses.
That's true.
Yeah,
That is in fact
completely
true.
fair. It was the bear folk that helped out the orcs fleeing from Nanked.
They did. They stepped into the civil war in Nanked, freeing the orcs from enslavement.
Yep. So I am indebted to you in that regard.
My people were the vanguard.
Yeah. So, Bethul, any objections, or are you dead set on enjoying Duopolis?
I mean, I'm fine with wherever.
All right.
Perfect. And as he takes a step forward, he looks at teleportation circles.
Yeah, I don't love that either.
Yeah, no.
Oh dear.
He takes a step towards it, and then decides to take a step towards the city gates instead. It's like, nope.
I love it. Oh my god. Yes. Yes. All right, fabulous.
Above table, how long would it actually take for us to get the Valencia?
Well, we've established that it's about a week.
Week?
1 week travel?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Haven't we set up a freaking teleport
No, we
there
did,
yet?
but
We have.
we're a little gun
Do you
shy.
want to go through the teleportation circle right now? The last time we stepped through a teleportation circle, we went to the future.
Well, we'll have to use it eventually again.
Eventually, but
I mean,
Time is of the essence. We
it's-
can't really afford to be walking across the continent.
it's kind of it's a week. We don't really
Yeah,
have
we
a
will-
week.
we'll end up missing a council meeting. They'll probably be mad.
Well, I don't
Fine.
care about that. I mean, people are gonna die. You know?
That true. Yes,
Yeah.
that as well.
I don't
of
care
course.
if the
Yeah,
council's
there's that.
mad.
There's that.
There's also that.
thing.
Yeah.
You know.
People actively being turned into undead soldiers and war forges.
Yeah, it's not great.
Not great.
Yeah, their armies are getting stronger by the day.
Yeah, it's not super fun. It's not,
Fine.
people are not
Then-
excited about it.
All right. I will swallow my fear.
You also know at this point that of the 3 main settlements, orc settlements left in Non-Ked, that one of them has been completely, you've gotten word now from your spies that one of those has been completely emptied. Every single orc in that entire town has been killed now and converted into an undead.
You're right. Time is of the essence, actually.
Which, if you actually think about it, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I feel like orcs would be better fighters than just zombies. That's just...
But orcs,
Orcs can be
I hope
overwhelmed.
as I've hoped you've come to know, orcs are prideful folk. You wouldn't bend the knee to, especially those who would twist our own magics.
You are also aware through various channels, specifically through Gossip of the Market, through Glapri, the ruler of the Myconid colony in the Underdark, that something is happening in the Underdark as well. The Drow have stopped taking prisoners and delivering them to Kilnasi. They have started sacrificing everyone to Lulz. No one knows why. There is that shift.
Jackie, I mean, we obviously heard
On one end.
about what the Delver or the Hunter's exploits were, but we don't know anything beyond what happened after that, right? That's what you're saying.
Beyond what?
Beyond what happened after that, after they left, the Hunters.
So currently,
Or were we on the timeline?
you are in. So you are in.
Yeah.
You're in Delver's Dream while they are in Duopolis for the first time, and then tomorrow they will come back to Delver's Dream,
Gotcha,
and
okay.
then
Sorry
they'll go
guys, I
back to
planned
Duopolis
both
the next
campaigns, so
day.
I have extra information I try not to use, but there's some over. Okay, so now cool. Now I know where you're at.
Yes. So that is what you have. That is what you know. These are the things. Tell me. Are you gonna teleport? Or are
Yeah.
you gonna walk?
Yeah,
We're
well,
teleporting.
we're gonna have to use the teleport again eventually.
Swallow my fear, steal my courage.
Yeah. What's gonna happen?
Well, if it
Well,
happens
that's
again,
down.
I'll
We're
get
just
to
having a meager conversation and then just warped to the Shadowfell.
I did hear about
For
that.
literally no reason.
Oh my god.
Wait, you went to the Shadowfell?
Yes, it's where I died.
I think we
You
lost.
died in the Shadowfell?
I think we lost someone. I don't remember their name or anything about them because they were so unimportant. But I think someone died there.
Oh yes, there was
If I-
another one there. Why didn't we revive him?
I have no idea.
I don't remember
An
his name.
object lesson. Oh my god.
Well, the reason we didn't revive him is because Dill gave his life, and he could only pick one. And obviously, we're gonna pick a Thule, no contest.
I thought he was a great guy. I don't know who this other dude was, but
Yeah, some rando.
some rando guy.
Yeah.
I should
He seemed
absolutely
smart,
bring
a
him
little
back
bit
as an
self-serving,
enemy.
but smart.
He's a madman. He was obsessed with the music of the spheres. He's insane.
Yeah. Just he's a crazy person. There's all right, so how are you going to set off?
Teleportation.
All right.
That's decided.
So as you move through the first level of the mine, you see the goblin guards manning their post in their beautiful mithril armor with their amazing mithril weapons. For those who do not know, there was a choice in the very first episode of Delver's Dream.
Oh my god.
Where you got to choose whether you were going to kill the goblins or befriend the goblins. And thankfully they chose to befriend the goblins, who now are a fully recognized member of Delver's Dream. They have an entire colony of gorgeous houses, and they are now part of the nobility of Delver's Dream. They help to guard the mine and help to make decisions. They are no longer just considered, yes, and there's Flit Glowbrick, who is the incredibly powerful Goblin Warlock. There's, yes, you pass through there, you pass the Chamber of Diplomacy with its gorgeous mithril table. You come down into the market, you see the elemental fountain spraying all different elements directly from the elemental planes themselves. An incredibly busy market. You see everything. You see the Formians, you see the hags, the humans, the dwarves, the halflings. You see all kinds of different creatures, including your new Myconid friends, selling their wares throughout the market. And you turn down a corridor to your right towards the teleportation circles. As you do, you see the guards at each one. Everything seems to be fine today. You wave and nod. And as you step into the teleportation circle, you are transported across the continent to the south. As you exit, you see that they have been busy. They have constructed what looks like a beautiful, airy stone gazebo around this teleportation circle. You are in what is known to the locals as the blanket. It is the miles and miles of farmlands that surround the city proper. You see many, many, many animals wandering throughout this area. But most of all, you see the mouse folk and the hare folk. In front of you, you see the forest of the druids that encircles the mountain itself, the mountain home Valencia, rising in layers to the very peak, miles above the surface. You are greeted, and as Goru is with you, you are greeted as returning champions. Goru, Gorf's brother, is in fact on the council. Tell me, what will you do?
Kind of a big deal.
Really brings me back. Haven't been here in years. Oh, wow. Guys really spruce up the place.
Yes, we have. We have done what we can. We know that we must preserve both our honor and our dignity. And we must keep spirits high as reports continue to come in from Nanked of the destruction that is being wrought there.
Things are dire, indeed. But morale must be forged in order for a good war to be had.
Everyone here knows that any day now they will be called upon to bring honor to Valencia and fight this threat head on.
Speaking of, does anyone know the fastest way to get to the council where they're hanging out?
You look at them and you say, and they tell you, well, yes, of course, you're always welcome, but the council is not in session currently.
Ooh, how would one get the council session? Is there like a meeting? Is it like a
Goru,
string
can
of
you call something?
letters?
It's kind of important.
Yes, it will take some time to gather them. We can send ravens, certainly.
Well, let's start as
Do
soon as we
that.
can.
Yes, of course. And Goru gives them that instruction, and then he nods to all of you and says, I'm very sorry, but I must get to the chambers immediately, and heads away.
All right, bye.
Pick up some pastries.
Ah! And some sushi!
Yeah, you dropped it before.
Ah! I love it. Yes, these are important.
So, Crow looks to Goru. Gorf. Care to give us a look around at the place while your brother gets the council together?
Yeah, that sounds good. First place, we're gonna go to a butcher shop that has the best sausages in all Valencia.
Sausages!
They have 45 different kinds on tap.
God.
Yes, there's a tap on sausages.
I am
What?
not naming all of those goddamn sausages.
Hey, Kyle, what's the name of sausage number 42?
Number 42 is antelope sausage.
Thank you.
Yeah, you get disadvantage on your next roll for that.
No!
Shut up.
Worth it!
I'll take one antelope sausage, please.
All right, you as you head in, you pass through the blanket, the home of the Mousefolk and the Harefolk. You pass through the beautiful woods, known as the Wood, where the Owlin live, the Owlin Druids. Next, you move through the land of milk and honey, where the Leonin and Tabaxi maintain the herds of various animals and apiaries. And you get to the lowest level of Valencia, of the mountain proper. And sorry, there are many names that I'm trying to remember.
Take your time, don't worry.
I'm just gonna pull up this document where I've got all the names written down. There's and it is the Maw. That's what it's called. It's the Maw, which is the home of the Minotaurs and the Bear Folk. This is the layer that houses not only the taverns and smithies, but also the training grounds. There are also, you see, many holes within the mountain itself. This is where they do their mining, in addition. So this is the sort of rough and tumble section of town.
This is where I grew up.
This is also where you find the best sausages.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons.
Hey, Gorf, tell me, what's the tavern where you go get these fabulous sausages?
It's actually not a tavern, it's a butcher shop. They just do
Well, okay.
meats.
They only do meat.
Fantastic.
They do all the meats.
What's it called?
It's called, shoot, let me remember the name. It's been a while since I've been here. I just call it Meat Place.
The meat place.
And as minotaurs and bear folk are not known for their
Oh
creative
wait,
spark,
actually, that's right. It is called
is
Meat
actually
Place.
called
It's just
the
called meat place.
Meat Place. It's known as the Meat Place, as opposed to the butcher shop across the street, who they have a feud with,
Oh my god.
known as the Meat Shop.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's-
The meat shop's
The meat
honestly
shop-
kind of ass.
Yeah.
Meat shop is
You can see that the line for the meat place is like 3 times longer than the meat shop.
You can see
Only
one
the
of their
really poor
best
go to
things.
the meat shop.
one of the best things that they serve is it actually, you see people coming out with what looks sort of like a cupcake, but what it is it's actually like a meatball in a little cup with like some fabulous sauce on it. So it looks like, so everybody comes out looking like they've got a meat cupcake. And people will stand in line for hours for that.
Oh boy.
Are you guys gonna go wait in line?
Oh yeah, I'm getting into the line.
Yeah. I
while
actually
I'm-
worked here in my youth, and I actually created the recipe for a number of these sausages too. So
Oh wow, there it is. I love it. How many of them did you use fennel?
all of them.
Fennel.
Oh, every
Every
single
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. If you can't tell
fucking
the
flannel joke.
subtlety of the difference in flavor, then you're not cool.
You're not cool.
I love it. Yes, indeed, that is the case. There.
I don't have a sense of taste.
Oh,
Wait,
that's
what?
true.
Oh, that sucks.
Mind flayer can't taste.
Actually,
Oh.
No,
All
but I can
those-
trick my own brain into thinking I can.
Oh. Cool.
the Gorf's Wiener is actually one of the more popular sausages.
Why did that just happen to me?
It did happen to you. That's exactly
Why
right.
did that just
Out of
happen
all
to
due
me?
respect,
Gore,
I'm not going to eat a
Gore-
sausage named after my party
Gorf's
member's
wiener.
I'm
I'm
sure
sorry.
it
I'm
is
sorry.
impressive.
I saw the
We'll call it
opportunity
Gorf's
and I
Oh my
took it.
god. Oh my god. This
I
is,
didn't name it. I didn't name it.
Thank you for the follow, Waffle Star. Yes. You see a sign as you enter. You see a sign up above, above the register. That just says, "Home of Gorf's Wiener."
I like Crow just
There it is.
applause.
You see the interesting thing about Gorf's Wiener, as you see someone order it, because it is a very popular item, is that it is in fact, a delicacy in that it is very small, but
Yes.
everyone loves it.
Yes. It's bite size. That's right.
Yeah.
Bite size.
That's right.
Yeah. it
Yeah,
is
that's
just-
why Gorf
yeah.
didn't come up with the name.
You have
It
to
was-
remember, bite size for a bear folk is still pretty big.
there
That's
was
true. That's true.
Gorf made the mistake of doing a community poll, and that was the name that was chosen by the community. And
Yeah, you never ask the public.
Gorf
They're always
is
botched
still
the
not
poll.
quite over it.
Yeah.
I would like to know, like, in the line just in front of you all, there is someone. Hey there, Bashir. Tell
All
me
right.
what
So
they see.
So Malik is I think by the standards of this party, probably pretty short, like 5'9", 5'10"-ish, tall. Asimar, he has, the most notable thing about them are these enormous wings white and black wings that are folded up kind of against his back. In most cities, they would make it be a significant impediment in getting through doors and the like. Here, where like a lot of things scaled from minotaurs and bearfolk, it's actually a lot, and loxodons and similar species, it's actually a relatively convenient city for him to like move around in, which has been great as far as this visit goes. He actually already has like a plate with a couple of these, a couple of Gorf's Wieners on it, and he's in line for more, as he fully expects to be done by the time he gets to the front of the
A
line.
lot of people order
Absolutely.
multiple.
Yeah.
Please tell me your wings are
it's in
so
fact-
disproportionately large.
you just, as you look around, you realize that there's a lot of things that have changed. You see that like over in the corner, there's actually like a small band, a 3-piece band. There seems to be sort of spaces over in different areas that you don't remember that have like different sort of little gallery like areas that like exhibit like art that people can go check out and stuff like that. And you realize, Gorf, that one of the reasons that it's so popular here is because many people on their day off will do exactly what this guy is doing, where they'll spend the day going back into the line and getting more stuff, and then listening to the band, and then going over to the gallery and things like that. So it's really sort of an event to come down here now.
Excuse me. Are those Gorf Wieners?
Yes, they are. They're delicious. Would you like one? I mean, I'm in line for more. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't
Wait,
mind sharing.
you think they'll be gone by the time I get up there?
I'm going to be honest, I would be surprised if there are more in stock by the time I get to the front of this line, but I am holding out hope that there will be.
You do
Great.
see there's like, it's like a sort of open concept thing where you get to see like them making all the different sausages and stuff in the back, and you see that there are like 3 people just like baking wieners like constantly in and out of the oven, making sure that they've got plenty.
I'll have to
are
get
you
one
gonna
to make sure
taste
they
it?
haven't changed the recipe.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Just to make sure that this is something like, they have like 49 different flavors.
Yeah.
Just to see if this is the one. It seems to be, but
I mean,
I'm just gonna
So-
like,
it is.
go take one of the wieners.
Uh-huh.
He just takes it off Malik's plate. He's like, oh, let me just try that.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
I missed that.
Yeah.
Gorf's gonna
100%.
take one too and be like, let's see if it's.
All right. Crow, I'm going to need you to roll me our first roll of the day
That's gonna be a disadvantage.
at disadvantage. I am going to need you to roll me. You know what? I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw from you.
All right.
Is it spicy?
That is
Not super spicy.
a 15.
A 15. You fail. Your
You do get a
Constitution saving
+5
throw.
because you are eating this within 10 feet of me.
Oh,
There you go. Hell yeah.
Dirty 20.
You get so a dirty 20. All right, you have succeeded on your saving throw thanks to the aura of Malik here.
Malik.
You were almost addicted to Gorf's wiener.
It's like as he like
It's
eats
just
it,
that good.
it's like immediate salivation. His mind for a
Yeah.
brief moment just
Mhm.
thrown into a world where this is the only flavor he ever wants to enjoy. And just as it just starts to like overcome him, he feels like a warm and subtle presence kind of exude from this new acquaintance in front of him.
Actually, little known fact, when I created this wieners was the thing that actually inspired me to pursue more culinary talents. So
Mhm.
I kind of by accident came up with this recipe, and from there I decided to make it a thing.
You invented
just
the recipe.
FYI. Yeah, just FYI.
You are the Gorf of Gorf's Wiener.
I am.
And as you say that,
Oh,
You
no!
suddenly
There
hear
we go.
murmuring is happening amongst the people, and then you hear from up at the head of the line, you see this big bear folk whose fur is almost completely white at this point, like lift their head up and just say, Gorf, Gorf.
Yeah.
And then he spots you, and you hear, it's Gorf! And the whole kitchen
Oh,
erupts.
gosh.
I'm here.
Uh,
I'm here, old pappy.
Gorf, you come here. You
Oh,
come
come here.
Sandy, you go handle the cash register. Gorf! What is going on, Gorf?
How is it going, old friend?
It's amazing. I'm going to retire at the end of the year.
Oh, I'm so glad. You deserve
It's
it.
going-
You've worked hard for many years.
I bought a little villa down in the land of milk and honey, where I can have honey all the time and just sit in the sunshine. Good life will be wonderful. Thank you for the follow, Shadow. There's, he looks around and everyone is like, who are your friends? Who are they?
These are my traveling companions. I've been away for quite some time, seeking my fortune, and I actually received an honorific.
Oh, good for you.
Thank you, old poppy.
You remember that Poppy is his, like, your name is Gorf, but then there's all the honorifics that you get the extra syllables as you accomplish fabulous tasks.
He has more, but we're so familiar that I
Yeah.
use the more familiar Poppy rather than
Poppy,
his full name.
Yeah. Poppy's full name is actually 16 syllables long.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
it's super long.
He's gained so many honorifics because he has created so many amazing culinary delights. There is as you all introduce yourselves, Poppy motioned you over to a large round table over in the corner. And he shouts out, "Go do the sampler platters!" And
Oh, yes.
seeing that you are next to them, Malik, he literally like just takes his big paw and just sort of moves all of you over.
It's like, this
towards
is my
the
friend
table.
now, too.
Yes, Malik, it's a pleasure to meet all of you.
Crow.
Oh,
Excellent.
we just don't notice. You've been here for hours. Yeah.
Yes, I was in earlier, and it was just so good. I had to swing by again, and it's for the best that I did. Clearly, a fortuitous meeting. A blessed decision on my part.
Absolutely. Let's have a sampler. And you see.
Yeah, I'd love to
you
try some
see-
of the new sausages you made recently.
Yeah, you see that it is now expanded out. There's now like 75 different kinds of sausages.
Whoa! You've
yeah,
really outdone
and-
yourself. No wonder you're gonna
Yeah,
retire.
Poppy's husband, who also has like a whole like very white fur, comes out with a platter that for a human would be like almost as tall as they are. But for a bear folk, it's just sort of it's a larger serving platter.
It's like 18
And
pounds of meat.
it's so much more than that.
Okay.
It's literally like 50 pounds.
50 pounds.
meat.
Right, I love it. That's a sample
There's
It's
platter.
a genuinely
Yeah.
excessive amount of meat.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And there's only like one sausage of each kind. But these are bear folk.
Dude, that's
sausages.
the sample
So
platter. Yeah, exactly.
So they set this out in front of you, and I'm gonna need wisdom saving throws from anybody in the group that eats meat.
All right.
Do I gain a benefit from the haste that Amber so graciously gave me?
You.
That's a crit,
Don't not
baby.
eat meat.
Gorf is gonna eat
Oh
all
my
the
God.
stuff.
I love it.
That's
Wise.
17.
Wise, baby, wise.
All right, fabulous. What'd you get, Athul?
21.
Oh, very nice. And what about Crow?
Let's find out. That is a. Where's the
It's a
number?
thing. It went away.
It's a roll.
It got eaten by the ether.
Oh no.
It happens.
Ah,
Sometimes that
17.
happens. A 17. All right. You all do make your wisdom saving throws. You are not entranced by the smell of it. But as you start digging in, and as Gorf and Poppy sort of hang out and begin to reminisce, what would you like to discuss with Poppy?
You heard? I mean, of course you've heard about the situation in Dunket.
yeah, it's terrible.
How are the young people here? What's their thoughts of it? I know
Well,
that they're not
it's-
going to have much of a choice in terms of fighting, but
Well,
morale.
the draft is. And you all would know that there is there's mandatory military service in Valencia, because that is how the country makes the vast majority of its money. It is hired out as security by other countries.
It's not mandatory
Um,
combat, but you have to serve the military in some way, shape, or form.
But everybody does get combat training.
Yeah.
So every single person in Valencia, and it normally starts when they are considered to be adults, and because there's so many different lifespans and so many different species here, they do not have a specific age. It is just you are considered an adult when that is appropriate for your species. And Poppy looks at me and says, like, they reduced the age of the draft
Oh,
at this point. Yeah. No, they're gearing up. They're making sure they even came in here. They said they're gonna need us to create special sausages that'll stay fresh.
ration
on the long
sausages.
marches.
I remember those
Yeah.
well. Those
Yeah.
kept me alive
Yeah.
in the Civil War.
Yeah. So we know something's coming. We're just not sure exactly what yet.
Do you need any help making those sausages, or do you have it handled?
No, we've got it handled, but thank you, little person.
I thought you were all right.
Yes. As you all are enjoying many different kinds of sausages.
Oh yeah, all 49.
Yeah. Well, 75
Yeah,
now.
75, yeah.
75
There's 75?
Yeah, there's 75 now.
Gorf is just like, oh,
It is a
oh,
genuine.
He's like eating the new ones.
Ugh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Puppy, you really outdone yourself. Oh my gosh.
Ugh.
He's like writing in his notebook of like the tastes that he's like tasting. He's like, oh,
I'm gonna try to read.
I was unaware there were so many different flavors of umami. Like these are shades upon shades of flavor.
It is
You
genuinely
definitely
impressive
get-
the amount of variety they've managed to get into the flavor profile of
Like, this
sausage.
is absurd.
Absolutely.
Thule
You
just
have
takes a few on, puts them on a plate, like very politely, and then looks at the plate for a second, and then just like Zoidberg noms them.
There's you absolutely so one of the most impressive things is how some of them are dessert sausages.
Ooh.
How
Yeah.
there's like legitimately and those are a lot of them are actually created using insect protein and honey.
yep, honey.
So they're
I'll have the
literally so
honey.
you've got like crunchy sausages, and you've got sweet sausages, and you've got like sort of more regular sausages, and every kind that you can think of and different spice levels. Like, it really is. And you've got like the game sausages, and you've got like the cow sausages and the pig sausages, and you've got just all of the things.
Bro is making it a sport of creating even more novel flavors by combining two
Yeah,
sauces
absolutely.
at once.
Absolutely.
Just-
Yeah. You've got like your fish
Well,
sausages
we see we're
and
professional
your...
here.
So I
And-
haven't seen
Yeah.
I haven't seen you, Gorf, or your friends for the I've been visiting since I was assigned to the diplomatic mission here. And what brings you to the city? I mean, clearly something involving the Nanket situation, but
Yeah, well, we're pretty heavily involved in the war effort. My brother, Goru, he's on the council, so we're here to see the council and requisition specific troops for the military operations that we're needing to do. Fuck, I don't know actually why I'm telling you all this. That was kind of a lot of information, but there it is. You seem trustworthy.
He is astonishingly charming.
Yeah, and
Just
I'm not good at reading
supernaturally
people, so I
Whereas
just assume
this-
you're good. That's just how it works for me.
There, yeah,
not an
go
issue
ahead.
at all. I've been told that I've a trustworthy face.
You do, very much so.
But if it's clearly an important issue, if you need something of an expert in these matters, I'd be happy to assist.
Yeah, actually, that'd be great, because my suspicion is that after this, my brother's gonna have to stay here and coordinate with Valencia on our behalf, and we'd be down a party member, and if you don't mind danger and craziness, I don't know, I don't know what you guys think, but we'll take him.
Yeah. Malik, you said that you were here on a diplomatic mission. I thought you just kind of lived here. Dad's Arrow Crow, mom's a and he just kind of trails off.
No, not quite. I can see where you'd get the impression, but no, my family has interests in the current situation, I suppose, and they'd like me to assist with making sure things go smoothly here, but so long as everyone's fine with not telling the embassy a single thing, I would be happy to join you.
I don't even know what embassy it is, so
Excellent.
sure.
All right.
You can just say you were
can
waiting in
go-
line for a really long time.
Gorf is aware enough of the situation, and seeing the human features, would know that this is that they meant the merchantry embassy. Like, there's close enough
yeah.
ties that you would be aware of that.
Yeah, we don't need to tell anybody anything. You can just say, hey, I was, doing things. I've been here the whole
I
time.
reacted to a situation in motion.
Yeah, they'll understand. Probably.
Well, we did come here to seek aid from Ballinger. If you are here on a diplomatic retreat of sorts, these things kind of just align. Are you capable in battle at all? Really?
I consider myself solid. I consider myself a solid hand in combat.
Oh, all right.
Nice, because we do a lot of that.
Yeah, I didn't know.
As
We
if
just yesterday, we had a bad day. Don't even get me started.
as if on cue, you see what looks like a shaped rock with a sausage and a note tied to it come flying through the window of this establishment, shattering the glass and landing on an empty table. And you hear shouts coming from outside.
What? Is that normal?
You see Poppy jump up and say, "Not again!
Again?
Again.
Hate these guys! so much. Oh.
Crow goes over. Is there's a note tied to the sausage rock?
There is. When you get over to the sausage, it smells good, but not nearly as good as the other sausages that you've been smelling in this shop. And the note simply says, Gorf's wiener is gross.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Go read
Well,
this.
that seems unnecessarily personal.
yeah. I know what they mean, but I can't help but be offended.
Yeah. As you,
Whatever the meaning is, because I'm attached to both in different ways.
Walks up to Crowthon and he grabs the rock and sausage from him, and he just walks out to out the front entrance and hucks the rock through the window of the neighboring fucking butcher.
Oh my
There's like 3 people in it.
yeah, there's a couple. There's probably, well, this place easily has like probably 100 people waiting for sausages. That place only has maybe like 20, right? And as you chuck the rock through the meat place or the meat shop,
Meat
this
shop.
is the meat
This is the
place. That's the meat shop.
Meat place.
And
Don't
the shop
confuse.
they're real pretentious. Everyone knows it because shop is spelled with 2 P's and an E.
God.
Get over yourself. You're in the mall. Get over yourself.
You see this huge minotaur come striding out of that shop and just bellows about, who do this rock?
Ethel pulls his hood down, shifts straight into his mind flayer form, and just like roars right at him. Is just like, what are you going to do about it?
Okay, everyone around you
Ethel!
sees you turn into a mind flayer and start screaming at the top of their lungs. There are Kenku and Aarakocra that see this and immediately start like flying away. You see mouse folk just scurrying everywhere and hare folk, and you see a whole bunch of like loxodons and turtles who have been patiently waiting in line suddenly turn to you. I'm going to need you to make me
Yeah, just don't forget, all these people know how to fucking fight.
yeah.
Just saying.
I'm gonna need you, Ethul, to make me and this is where chat can help out. Hey chat, just so you know, it's not just us playing this game, it's you playing this game too. We have a million ways for chat to influence what is going on, including as we just see, Wizard Magic just gave one enemy disadvantage.
Nice!
And as you collect ally points, which is what we call our channel points, you can absolutely help influence how the game goes. That extends to any bits or subs or hype trains or donations that you make. You can change the world in a lot of very interesting and fabulous ways. So feel free to do that. Now, I'm going to need 5 wisdom saving throws from Ethul. The first one will be with an advantage, and then I'll need 4 more. As you see 4 different loxodons who were all in line for sausages form up and start casting at you. So tell me, what are they?
21. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the old one. 7, 22, 4, 23, which is a crit, and 13.
Okay,
If
the
you are
crit
within
will
10 feet of
erase
me,
one of the fails. There is.
If he is within 20, if they are within 10 feet of me, they do get +5.
So I'm going to say that you're still over at the table as Ethul
fair
like
enough.
ran out.
Yeah,
no, I kind of went outside for this.
Yeah, you rushed outside.
All right, so
In a
the
fleet of
DC,
fancy.
the DC is DC 17. How many of those did you fail?
3.
You failed 3. Okay. So with the crit success, we'll erase one of those fails, but you now have hold person cast on you from 2 sources.
Those luck stars don't fuck around.
Yeah, no, these are all clerics. They're all clerics of different gods. There's what
I regret nothing.
I regret nothing.
This Minotaur is now approaching very, very quickly.
Oh, fuck.
There's
Gorf's gonna. Is this your note? Gorf's gonna pull
What?
look. I guess the rock's through the window.
Yeah, the right. You don't have the note anymore.
I'm
Did you
rushing
throw the
outside
rock?
at this point. Just
Malik like steps outside, sees the paralyzed mind flayer, and is very confused.
He looks more like a mind flayer statue in the middle of a roar.
yeah, absolutely. And it like you look very aggressive and terrifying right now.
Crow gets in the spot.
Shits and,
Oh god.
just for shits and giggles.
Crow gets outside.
23 intimidation.
Oh fuck.
Oh damn. I'm gonna give you intimidation only against the Minotaur. Everyone else, because you're now locked in place. Everyone else is no longer scared of you. But the Minotaur definitely like
Very
sees
scary
you and
statue.
takes a step back. There's what would you all like to do as we move into narrative combat?
Oh, he's gonna attack us?
That's right. There will be no rolls happening in this. You will simply tell me what is happening. If you tell me a fabulous story, it will be assumed that it succeeds.
Gorf is gonna step in front of Athul, in between Athul and this Minotaur, be like, "Did you insult my wieners? Was that you? Did you dishonor me?"
There is, as you step in front of this Minotaur, is massive. There is,
As
well,
they
you are
tend
a
to be.
very large, medium creature, Gorf. This is a full-on large creature. They are a full-size category bigger than you. You recognize this Minotaur who has been across the street for decades. This is not the first time you've had an altercation with it. It's the first time as sort of an adult, because you were a child when you were working here before. But this Minotaur just reaches out its hand and just grabs you around the waist and picks you up, and with essentially no effort at all, and just looks at you and it's like, "You're gonna defend this monster?"
"This monster's my friend!" And he's gonna headbutt him in the
Oh my
fucking
God.
head. Just headbutt him in the forehead.
Thanks for bringing me closer. Boom.
He's still holding on to you, and as he gets headbutted, his head whips back a little bit, and then he just leans forward towards you, and he just puts his horn against your chest and just starts pushing. And, yeah, a lot of pain. There is, I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw from you, please.
He's good at those.
Yeah, what,
25!
25, all right. He presses really hard. You know you're gonna have a severe bruise tomorrow, but thankfully you don't hear any of your ribs snap
Oh boy.
as he does this. Hey, Crow, what would you like to do?
Crow, seeing that things are just going right down Schitt's Creek, rushes outside and is like, whoa. Don't worry, I had the same issue. And like as he's beginning, like slowly but surely, his stage fright begins to bubble up as there's just kind of a crowd around, and he's just like, he's mind flare. Not Mind Flare. Mind Flare is Mind Flare, but not bad. Mind Flare is he's not. Ah!
Just complete panic.
Incoherent.
As you,
Just thinking
as
to
you
myself,
are
shut up, girl,
panicking
you're
and
making it
yelling,
worse.
right? Like all the crowd is hearing is you screaming Mind Flayer and panicking. And so you see a couple of the Loxodons, like 2 of them are trying to hold concentration on this spell. And you see a third Loxodon just go over and pick up Ithul, and a crowd of Loxodons sort of like forms around them, and they just start leaving with Ithul.
he's
Wait,
like
no!
frozen. They're like holding him like a freaking like statue.
Literally
or-
a statue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
absolutely.
I see Malik in the like doorway of the meat place?
Yeah, I think Malik is like stepping out at the moment. And
Malik! That's Ithul!
That's a Thule?
That's Ithul! Don't worry, he's good!
Why is he a Mind Flayer?
He just is! He's okay though! He hates Mind Flare!
I'll handle it.
Thank you!
And I think Malik kind of runs up to join the Loxodons and says, excuse me, I heard what happened, but I didn't see it. What exactly happened? And
they look and they say,
harmed anyone?
"Oh, we must get him to the temple. We must immediately get him to the temple."
Why,
So
may I
around
ask
this
what's
time, that a
happened?
little white rabbit is climbing out of my robes and looking around to see what's going on.
My God, it is. Oh my God, thank you for the subs, Wizard Magic. That's amazing. Yay!
Don't forget to the I could talk.
Thank.
You get some. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Gotta get. Yeah.
So there are 2.
Wizard's on
and
it.
because
He's
we
on
have
it.
given 2 legendary resistances, I'm going to allow you, if you would like, Ithul, in this round to get out of both of these, because that's what happens when you give a sub for yourself or anyone else, chat. The party gets a legendary resistance. Lando, what happens if we get 5 subs? If somebody does 5 subs
is pretty nuts. Every character rolls on the Wheel of Chaos.
on the Wheel of Chaos.
The Wheel of Chaos!
Wheel of Chaos!
Yes, so Ithul, you have now escaped, but first I want to hear from Malik.
So Malik says, Gorf of Gorf's Wieners is vouching that the Mind Flayer is not a threat and is in fact a traveling companion of theirs, rather than under some sort of curse or a infiltrating monster.
I
love how you're throwing
several...
Gorfs of Gorf's leaders
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, like
It's so good.
This I know.
Not Gorf, brother of the council member. Gorf of Gorf's
There's
Wieners.
Wieners.
He's
Yeah.
credible
He knows
because his
what's
food
relevant.
is amazing.
Let's be real, you gotta
It
accept your
is.
fame where it comes
Oh
from.
my
okay?
God!
Hey!
Look, I'm
Thank
willing to
you
go
so
50-50
much.
on like half of the people here are probably mildly addicted to Gorf's Wieners.
Ah, okay, Wizard Magic just gave out 5 community subs, which means, Ithul, if you want to stay frozen, everybody can roll on the Wheel of Chaos.
All right, what is?
Do we want to do that?
Chaos?
Ithul, it's up to you.
Hmm.
You can give back
know what?
those
Wheel of
legendary
Chaos.
resistances.
Chaos!
Chaos!
I will let you know how this goes. So first, Bramblebush. Okay, Bramblebush just did it. Has hit exclamation point chaos. You can get a certain number of a certain power. It's all randomized. And you have just gotten 6 extra attacks
Oh my goodness!
that you can utilize however you would like at any point.
Let's go.
That is pretty
Alrighty.
nice.
Now, Lando. All right, let's wait for me to ask
Okay,
you,
okay,
please,
okay,
so that
sorry.
I can keep
I
track
got
of
excited.
what the hell is going on. There's Lando. You have gained 5 spell slots. You can use them all at once for a 5th level spell, or you can use them individually as 1st level spells. But you now gain those slots. Hey, Ithul, roll me some chaos.
Chaos.
Let's see how this goes. You've got 9
Legendary
key points.
resistance.
9 key points.
You've got 9 key points.
No,
wait, no, I'm
that's
lying.
5
You've got
legendary
5
resistance.
legendary resistances.
What the
Five
fuck?
legendary resistances.
Stop!
Stonks,
So
baby!
we
That's what
can't-
they anyways.
Stop!
Absolutely. And now, please, our fabulous newcomer,
All right.
please do exclamation point chaos, and let's see what you get.
Chaos.
Ooh,
Let's
you
see.
get 6 extra attacks.
Nice!
Look
Okay.
at you. And because it gives it to everyone,
Hey.
I get 4 spell slots.
Oh, no.
I sure do. That's right. Let's see what we want to do. So yes,
Golf of Golf's wieners.
as you
Gonna do.
invoke, thank you very much, Wizard Magic, for all the fabulous Wheels of Chaos. As you invoke the name of Gorf's Wieners, you see like several like other minotaurs that all, and you because you're not racist, you can tell that these minotaurs are related. They look different from each other, but you can see that the coloration is similar enough that they obviously must be some sort of relative. There is also, you notice that they all have like very cute like noses. They all have their fabulous minotaur noses. They're all shaped in a certain way.
I feel like family members of Minotaurs would have a similar design of the ring, and that's how you can tell that they're part of the same family. They have designs that are the same.
Oh,
Or you could just not be racist.
Yeah, you spend some time in the city, you figure out the town, like
Yeah.
you figure out, and then you figure it out
Absolutely.
eventually. Like,
Absolutely.
You see the similarities, you see the differences.
So you see several of them come out, and they start shouting things like, "Gorf's Wieners, terrible! They're awful! We knew you put something gross in there. Now we know it's fucking illithid! You're putting mind flayers in your sausage!"
Soylent Green.
Yep.
Golf's
You
wieners,
have
mind flayers.
you now hear a chant from across the street of "Illithid Wiener! Gorf's is Illithid Wieners!" Yep.
Oh no.
I'm gonna
it's not.
burn two of those legendary resistances to just break out of the whole
Absolutely.
person.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm just gonna scream, "He does not make my people into food!"
Everyone sees that you're now like out of like you're no longer contained, and you just hear the crowd just start screaming again. Just ah! As
everyone
everybody starts
remain
running
calm.
around.
He is not a threat. He is not a threat. He is with Gorf and Co.
Most of the people can't hear you. They're just running. They're
Okay.
running.
This is
I
really good.
really wish I had thaumaturgy.
I'm just gonna wave my hand around myself and muddle something, and I'm gonna cast a spell I haven't had a chance to yet, and
Ooh.
a new one I've learned with my most recent growth.
Look
he's just
at
going
you.
to start floating in the air as he casts fly just above the crowd. He's just like, I'm done with this.
Okay, you're gonna
This is
have
not
to
helping
make
the
me
panic.
either. You're gonna have to make me either an athletics check or a acrobatics check to get out of the, because you were being held by one of these loxodons.
Here we go.
By one?
Oh,
So tell me what you got.
8.
8.
As you attempt to fly away, you just feel one of the loxodons just reach up with their trunk and whip you back down.
Ow. Don't make me hit your brain.
Do not hit anyone's brain or threaten violence. Do not. Athul, I am trying to get you out of this. Please calm down.
I didn't say eat, I said hit.
I know, I also said hit, but it is going to freak people out if you say that right now.
Don't say the B word.
Yeah, the three locked
Banana!
arms that are around you all suddenly freak out as they've now been threatened by an
Oh my
elephant.
god, it's really got away from us.
And
Ithul, if you could put that disguise back on, it would help a lot right now.
He just crosses his arms and sulks like a child and shifts back into his human form. There, better.
It's like, we know it's the lie, it's an illusion. He's trying to trick us.
You see? This is what we're dealing with now.
I really love the idea of Ithul being like basically upside down, arms crossed, just like
It's like hanging by his foot from the trunk and staring at their face.
Poppy, so as all this is going on, Poppy runs out and he's like, what? No, we don't. We don't use illithid. Oh my god. No, it's not true. Don't believe them. He's very upset at his culinary expertise being called into question. So while you're all talking, there's now the added sound of Poppy listing the quality ingredient
oh no.
that he uses.
Is anyone writing that
Into
down?
sausages.
It's valuable.
The sacred Jedi text.
There's now you see Poppy's husband come trundling out the door and literally just smacks the Minotaur full in the face. And it's like, you put that boy down. You put him down. Minotaur sort of like stops and like just like drops Gorf on the ground. You're gonna take one falling damage as the Minotaur just sort of like picks up, just like throws you down. And now you've got what looks like an aging grizzly bear facing off against an aging Minotaur in the middle of the street.
Hold on.
You know how we can settle this? A cook-off.
What is happening right now?
Pandemonium.
What is
Another
happening?
tangent, and you know you love it.
Let's settle this in the ways of old man. You've insulted my honor.
Ways of old.
That's right. That's right. You have invoked the challenge of the meat.
The challenge.
And you see everybody sort of like, so some of the people are calming down. The Loxodons are still trying to grab Ithul and trying to get them out of this area. Ithul, I'm going to need 3 more. I'm going to need wisdom saving throws now from you.
I mean, at this point, he's just kind of letting them dangle him.
First, I need an Arcana check.
Arcana?
Yeah.
18 Arcana.
All right,
I don't know if you want to
18.
take that first wisdom or not, but...
You recognize that what they are casting on you is Charm Person.
Oh, no. We're not doing this.
Don't trigger Ithul.
The worst kind of magic.
Do you have
All right,
3 legendary
so
resistances
first
left?
wisdom save was 11, but I rolled that before the Arcana, so I don't know if you want that one to stay or not. Next 2 are 9 and 12, and I'm just going to use
I
my
am now
legendary
within 10
resistance
feet of him.
anyways.
I was up there trying to get them to put him down, I think. So if I'm within 10 feet, he does get that bonus.
The 5 bonus.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think sadly you would only have succeeded on one of those at that point. Those are terrible rolls.
Yeah.
It's fine. Legendary resistance. I'll just burn my last 3.
Yep.
All
let's
right,
go.
now what are you gonna do?
Well, realizing what they just tried to do, he's going to get incredibly pissed off, and he's just going to whip his head towards them. He's like, "Do not cast that kind of magic on me, or you will regret it."
You're only making it worse.
Are you
I
going
hate
to
your
take
magic?
Are you going to take an action?
I guess I'll try and break free again with another acrobatics, see if that works.
All right, fabulous. Give it here.
12 again.
Here's- What'd you get?
Well,
12.
Oh my
Oh.
God. Yeah, there it
here,
is.
I'll give him advantage.
That's-
That'll be a
Oh,
17.
okay. All right. Do it to it. Do it to it.
Oh boy.
So 17 then?
There we go. 17. You just make it.
Nice.
All right. So you have broken free of these Loxodons. You are now standing there confronting 3 of them with Malik next to you.
And I still have fly cast on myself, so I'm just gonna float up in the air and get out of their reach. He's just like, no, we're not doing this. Don't cast magic on me. I'm not going to eat anyone's brains. Okay, so
As
just everybody
you-
calm down.
You are going to take 3 attacks of opportunity from these Loxodons. Is what you are going to do.
Casting shield
Um,
instinctively.
All right.
Bubble.
These are what you see is you suddenly see 3 things pop into existence right next to you.
Oh no.
They are
Spiritual
3
weapons.
spiritual weapons of these Loxodons. Um,
Oh god.
They are in the shape of various hunting implements, and you can tell based on what they look like that they are all followers of Balinor, who is the founder of this country. They're all clerics, so let's see. Oh, they did not roll very well. What is your AC?
With the shield he threw up instinctively, 20.
A 20? All right. So all of them are going to fail. But you definitely have all 3 of these spiritual weapons just slamming into your shield all at once. Malik, what would you like to do?
I'm going to kind of interpose myself between them and yell, "Stop! He hasn't attacked anyone, he has cast no magic after getting free, or he has cast no magic on anyone else, and he is vouched for by citizens of the city. Do not try to harm the Mind Flayer. We are going to handle this peacefully."
Oh, I know. He starts fumbling through his robes and he pulls out the holy symbol of Sune. See, Paladin of Sune!
all of them suddenly just look at you. They are so confused. First of all, because he pulled out his holy symbol, Malik may make a persuasion check with advantage.
All right.
Oh my god, baby!
That's a 29.
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
Damn!
They all look at you, just sort of stunned. They're like, I don't understand what's happening here. This is
I was
strange.
evil when I had
I'm
this
going to
cute,
be
adorable
honest,
bunny
I
with
also
me.
don't understand what's happening here. I do know that he has not been violent and has not been a threat to anyone.
Well, I did throw a rock, but that was
They all
because they assaulted my friend.
Yeah, they definitely look at you askance. like,
Some petty vandalism.
Petty vandalism.
Mm. There is one of the
It was
things
reciprocal petty vandalism.
You-
you say?
that you hear
And a meat
you
challenge.
hear from you in the crowd. You see there's a kenku. There's a small kenku that just sort of raises their wing real quick. It's just like, it puts my kids through college. And and you realize that he's the glazier who keeps repairing the windows. And he's as you look, like you can see that on the table, inside there's so many scratch marks and scuff marks on that one particular table, because that, like, no one's allowed to sit at that table because that's always where the rock
It's the
comes
only
in.
one that's empty in the whole building.
Yeah, it's always empty because there's gonna be a rock.
There's like a
Oh,
paper
it's-
on the table that just says reserved for
Reserved. Yeah,
Reserved for angry rocks.
absolutely.
I'll even pay for the damages
Absolutely.
because I'm nice like that. And he pulls out and he counts out 50 gold and puts it into a pouch and tosses it to the Kenku.
The Kenku looks at it and is just sort of astonished, like actually pulls it out and like counts it, and it's just like, oh, well, yes, this will cover a and you see him calculating, and then like recalculating and then recalculating. He's like, this will be like, this will cover stuff for at least 3 days.
3 days
Okay.
worth of doors. Those windows. Oh my god.
It'll cover about 14 windows.
I mean, if we are using D&D sort of levels of coinage, that's about 500 window replacements.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that, in that there's this guy obviously is just pocketing this money and then disappearing.
Vanishing
He doesn't even do windows. He just is like, he just heard someone say that one time and just repeated it because he's a kid.
Opportunity,
oh my God.
man.
Racist. There is so yes, they you see several other Kenku as it disappears around the corner. You see several other Kenkus show up and start measuring both the windows on either side as there's measuring for replacements. There's but now that things have sort of calmed down, we come back to the center of the street, and people have now started shouting, meat place, meat shop, meat place, meat shop. And with that, we are going to enter a cook-off. That's right.
The meat
but
duel.
First, we are going to take a little bit of a break. So thank you all. We will be back in just a few moments. A few announcements before we go on break. Please head down to the About section of our page and click on all the fabulous links of all the fabulous sponsors that we have. Please be aware that we are constantly raising money for the Foundation for Inclusivity in Gaming. And if you would like to donate there, you can do so with that link right there. And it will also help to change the outcome of some of these fabulous things that are about to happen. So enjoy your break. We will be back in just a moment.
Bye.
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 Hey, we're back.
Hey!
Hello, everybody.
You ready
Guess
for a
what
cook-off?
time it is? So we've been talking about food this whole time, so I had to go and get something to eat. I do have some fabulous Old Bay sausages. You know, I was
Really?
thinking about, I do. Like, and I was thinking about, like, do I have time to, like, cook them up? And then I realized I was like, I don't feel like maybe it would be a great idea in this stream to be, like, shoving a sausage in my mouth at any given point.
Yeah.
And
don't-
like
I
you'd
don't
have
know
to
what
throw
would
them in like
happen.
the microwave or something, and that's just
which is always sad.
disrespectful.
It is. It's true. It's true. So
I mean,
I'm eating
gotta do
some
what you gotta do,
fabulous
but-
pesto chicken salad
Nice.
instead. So, okay. We are now about half an hour later. Things have calmed down. You do see that apparently this is a common way for disputes to be resolved along this street, because just within easy reach are banners for both of the establishments, which have been pulled out and set up. All of you may make me an insight check.
Of course.
Of course.
Insight check.
14?
9.
Also,
What'd you get, Crow?
25, baby.
Ooh. Athul?
Give me 1 second. A little bit of lag. There we go.
That 9 tracks for Gorf.
10.
Yep, it does.
You are the only one, Crow, that suddenly realizes that most of this has been fabricated. The terror about Athul was not. But seeing how quickly everything was set up, you realize that this is a marketing stunt
Yeah.
that they'll do on a regular basis.
Oh.
And it just
Yeah.
costs 2 windows. That's it.
Costs
That's,
2
Yeah, it
windows.
costs
that's
2
only
windows.
that's the only startup cost.
The windows
And
pay
you
for
see-
themselves.
And we want to
You
support
see-
the Tenkus, so it's a win-win.
If you watch,
Gorf is kind of mad that he pierced his chest with the horn. That was not in the agreement.
That's not the contract.
That is not how it's supposed to go down normally.
yeah, well, most bear folk aren't quite as squishy as you are.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am shaken to my core and afraid for my life that Gorf, the man that I've seen take literally everything and shake it off, is considered a squishy bear folk.
Yeah, don't
I am
forget,
afraid.
Gorf is the little brother.
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's not.
Yeah. Yeah, you're at least a couple inches shorter than
No,
Goro.
it's not true.
Mhm.
But honestly, though, Jax has always been bigger than me, even as my younger brother. So, not taller, but just like beat the shit out of me easily. if he
Mhm.
wanted to. Anyway,
1 or 2. Yeah.
so Gorf and I
everybody
both have
knows
the
that
same
Gorf-
insecurity.
Mhm. Everybody knows that
Appreciate
Gorf
it.
is a little squishy.
Seeing that this is
Yeah.
all like a fabricated publicity stunt.
Yeah.
Kuro kind of like leans over to the gang. Hey guys, I'm getting an inkling that all of this was for show. Not you. He said he points to Athul. I don't think you were part of the show. But like, this is way too fast.
It is exquisitely well prepared.
Gorf, you absolutely refuse to believe that. Just it's a no.
Yeah, no, this is all real.
Yeah,
No.
Well, this happens
Well,
all the time.
It's as real as like wrestling.
I remember when I worked there, Poppy had talked about doing something like this, but I don't even really remember that. It's kind of in the back of my mind, and don't even think
We
about
never.
that would be
No.
the thing.
Yeah.
He's not putting
Wait.
2 and 2 together.
Wait, okay.
Yeah.
One quick question. Gorf, did this happen like let's say once a week, thereabout.
Yeah.
No, this would
but
happen.
They hate him.
No, this would actually happen. About
No, I actually like that even
once-
better. It definitely has happened, and Gorf still doesn't realize that it's all staged.
Yeah, what essentially, as you start piecing these things together, what you realize is that there's no way that both of these people would have participated in this if only one of them was getting all the benefits. And you realize this would happen like once every couple of months, and the other person would then win, and so everybody would start going to the other place,
Oh,
and then they
quarterly
come
affair.
back. Yeah.
Capitalism at work,
Yeah.
Corporations.
So that way
Working
people
together.
never get tired of it. It's
Sure.
not just the one place that they get tired of going. They just never know when a fight's going to break out. So that's super fun. And there's always a better sausage across the street that they can try.
Oh.
So, but
We should do something like this at Delvers. I think the marketplace would really like that. I'm jotting that down. He's again jotting it down. It's like,
oh my God,
marketplace would like that.
terrible. Yes, yes, absolutely. You hear the Minotaurs shout, Papa, you're old and feeble and your recipes are weak. I demand the satisfaction of Gorf to challenge me. You're too feeble, old man. And he points to you.
I was already gonna challenge you because you insulted my wieners.
Your wieners are terrible and everybody.
Oh, they're so good. Shut up. You're wrong. You're a mean, crusty old minotaur. And your horns are soft like infants' hands.
Oh my God. As you say that, he is actually going to cast a spell at you, Gorf. And he's going to
That's
say,
fair.
these infant hands bruised you pretty bad, squishy boy.
Oh,
This is mockery!
no, not my childhood
Thank you.
nickname. No.
Gorf just starts he's trying not to cry.
He's like,
Yeah,
no, I got stronger.
You are going to what is that spell? Is it Dissonant Whispers? Is it
No. Wait.
Vicious Mockery is the
Vicious
one that
Mockery
gives you
is the
disadvantage
cantrip.
on the
Vicious Mockery is wisdom save.
Yep.
Yeah, give me a wisdom save, please.
Oh,
You've just been mocked
I'm
viciously.
gonna take it with disadvantage.
Yeah, yeah,
Right after
Four.
childhood.
yeah,
right in my
absolutely.
childhood.
Right in my childhood trauma. Damn it!
Why do you think I got so freaking buff? Everyone called me Squishy Boy.
Squishy
growing up.
boy. That's right, for bear folk.
Goru
that
had
is
natural
true.
muscles. I had to work for them.
What'd you get?
Oh, I got a 4. I'm
Oh, yeah,
devastated. I'm absolutely devastated.
Yeah, you are gonna take 4 psychic damage, and you have disadvantage on your next roll.
I'm gonna double that damage. I'm gonna say that
Okay.
I have vulnerability to that damage.
Yeah, now you do against his. Oh my God, against his
His-
psychic attacks. I
his
love that he
biting
got
words.
spell slots. It makes me so happy.
Suddenly, this Minotaur
Alright.
is a spellcaster.
This has now been set up. There are grills. There's all the implements that you might need. There are huge crowds waiting to see how this is going to go out. You literally see people like poking out of the mines. They're like up on top of buildings, coming out of windows. There's a whole thing where this essentially has turned into a block party. And
Oh,
you
God.
see like people like throwing open their doors, and there's just like people setting up like little buckets full of like ice and alcoholic
So-
beverages.
So I like to think that the way that they make money is they sell the sausages at normal price, but if you want to be a part of the vote to see who the best one is, then you have to pay double the price for the sauce per sausage. And that way, that's how you get a vote. You have to pay extra. You could purchase it for normal if you don't want to vote.
So the way they do it is the way you vote is you both are now going to have to make sausages. It's not just a taste competition, it's also a speed competition.
Ooh.
Because every sausage that is purchased, so as somebody comes up and purchases the first sausage from you, which they will pay double for because these are the fresh sausages, they're the challenge sausages, they will let people know how they taste, and then other people may or may not come and purchase those sausages based on what other people are telling them.
And each sausage you sell, you get a point.
You get 1 point.
Yep.
That's right. That's right. So this whole thing, there's just like people like
there's a whole
like
system.
You see all of these people hanging out windows, and like there's beautiful like balconies everywhere where people have like spaces set up, and they're all crowded with all these different with turtles and Kenku and Eric Kokra and Mousefolk and Hairfolk and Owlin and Tabaxi, Leonin. There is, you have got like just everybody here. Everybody's now drinking. It's in the middle of the day. Sort of everything just stops in the city. There is just, you see like there are now bands set up, like coming down from with the turtles. You've got like dancers over here. You've got like children doing like arts and crafts
little
booths.
tea carts. People wheeling out tea carts.
Big
Absolute
Louie
face
is back down
painting.
here on the horn.
Yes! Big Louie. Big Louie is the MC.
Yeah.
For this whole thing.
Big fucking
So
Louie.
you see,
Hell
like
yeah.
there's like a stand set up between the two grills, and Big Louie, a mouse folk with a saxophone.
But he's changed his name to Big
Pops
Louis because technically Big Louie is supposed to have been killed.
There is. So it's Big Louis.
Right, so
Everyone knows he's the same guy.
On
He just
this platform.
for political reasons, he hasn't
Mhm.
changed his name slightly.
Steps up onto this platform, looks around the crowd, and he says, "Listen, you mugs. A challenge has been thrown down. That gauntlet's been thrown down.
There's more than one thing.
It's been said in this place and in this time that Goff's wiener is gross. Here to prove that his wieners are, in fact, tasty and delightful is our challenger, Gorf! And you hear the crowd erupt. And from across the street, you see like another huge section of the crowd. Like, boo! Boo! Little shouts from the crowd of like, Mind Slayer wieners! And over here, you see standing before you the Minotaur, known as the Sausage King, Suvalax! Yay!
Boo! His wieners taste like sawdust.
Your beer tastes like Weissen.
You notice that your boos are not nearly as good as the other side's boos because they're part cow. So
just what?
They're really expert at booing.
Yeah, they're very good at it. Big Louie continues. He says, "This will be done in 3 rounds. Round number 1, preparation. you must find and utilize the very best ingredients. You'll show these ingredients to the people that they may be inspected. If any of your ingredients are not up to snuff, you're going to be kicked out of this competition, you hear?
Right.
When you are ready, you will have 1 hour to collect your ingredients. Are you prepared?
Oh, we're prepared.
Let's do it.
All right. Malik, are you ready?
Oh yes.
Azul?
You've been grandfathered into this.
All right, then. Ready, set, and go.
Gore just like starts running towards
Where are you
the
running
land
to?
of milk
I
and
follow
honey.
after him.
I gotta get livestock.
Where are you going?
What ingredients do you need?
Where, I'm sorry, where are you
The
going?
land of milk and honey to get livestock.
You're going to go slaughter an animal right now. Okay?
Right now.
Absolutely.
Fresh.
Absolutely.
Fresh is best.
Yeah. The land of milk and honey is just right there. It's right there.
As we're like a crow is running, keeping pace with Gorf. Yo, all right. So you're going to get some beef. Got it.
What else do you need?
What about her?
Not beef. Not beef.
Not beef. What?
No.
What?
Pork and lamb.
Pork and lamb. Got it.
Oh,
What
wow.
goes with pork and lamb?
Okay.
So Gorf is
pork-
gonna. What?
What spices and the like do you need?
I need some chilies. And
I honestly have no fucking idea.
Give me an
Okay.
intelligence check.
We shall use
alright.
Kyle's culinary knowledge.
Yeah, does Gorf
oh,
have
that's
a
an nat 20, baby, with a
Oh
zero
my God.
intelligent modifier.
All right.
Yes.
You know
Help
a
me
couple
make
of things.
help me make great sausages, Kyle.
You know a couple of things. One, you know that the Minotaur is not going to be using any meat as plain as lamb or anything like that. You remember one time when you were a child and he won. He was using manticore meat. At one point,
Oh, God.
he in fact pulled out dragon tail and made dragon sausages out of it. So you know that you're going to have to do a little better than that. But as far as seasonings go, you know that you are going to be. Don't forget that you can.
Wait a
There's-
second.
You've got teleportation circles here.
Yeah.
You can get all over the country in an hour. if
We
you
have
want
an hour.
to.
we have-
it-
I look to
Speed
him.
Speed run. Speed run.
Speed run. Call him speed run.
you know that when it comes to seasonings, there are few things that will give something as much spice as ground fire flour.
I was about to say that. I literally have one
yeah.
that Athul gave me ages ago.
Mhm. And that you could find just about anything at the market in Delver's Dream if you wanted.
So, if you had a gold budget on the other stuff we would need besides ground fire flour, what would you say that gold budget is? Like, how much do you think it would cost, roughly?
Well, what do you want to try to make now that you have this? Now that you know this.
As a player, I'm completely open to suggestions in terms of what we actually eat.
So I can
Hey,
use
other players.
performance of creation and create up to 120 gold of a non-magical item to get a single very expensive or very large ingredient for this.
Oh my God.
Up to 120 gold has to be an item, so it can't be like something that is currently alive. But if you want a really expensive cut of steak, I can get us a really expensive cut of steak or whatever.
Or really roast spice.
magical cinnamon, or
Yes.
not magical, but like
Yeah.
alchemical
Oh,
cinnamon or
I
whatever.
know where we should go. We
Go.
should go to
Wow, I've lost the name. Fuck. Briny Bridge.
and
Briny
get
Bridge?
Shark because it's
Yes!
Shark Week. Yes.
Oh my God, it
Shark
is.
sausages. It's fucking Shark Week.
It's fucking Shark Week.
Okay, so we're going to
Yes,
Briny Bridge. We got a
Just-
shark. We've got a ground
Just so
fire
you know.
flower. And
Shark Week is something that happened in our Hunter's Harvest campaign. We have somebody from the Feywild.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
And there are apparently, in this multiverse, there are hags in the Feywild that, as a coven, will every now and again just go through certain areas of the Feywild and just turn everyone into sharks. And the enchantment lasts for a week. So everybody, it's known as Shark Week, and like you understand that sometimes people turn into sharks.
Oh, well, Gorf's
so
not gonna
we
get
have
sharks
to make sure that
if
the
they're
shark we
sentient.
grab wasn't a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Right.
Are there any
Which-
sea monsters in Briny Bridge we could procure? Crack
There-
knuckles.
There it is.
There is, but we're not. That's a person.
Oh, is it? The sea monster's a person?
Oh
Her name's
no,
Aquafina.
Aquafina probably raised some sharks in her thingy mahoojit.
I can't think of the name. Fuck. The
Her aquaculture.
yeah, that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's
So,
go
are you
there.
gonna head over? Are you
To
gonna head
Briny
over to
Bridge?
Briny Bridge?
Absolutely.
Fabulous. There's you run to the teleportation circle. It takes you, I'm gonna say, at your top speed. You're all a little exhausted. You're not gonna take a level of exhaustion, but you're winded when you get there. It takes about 15 minutes.
All right. Your 45 minutes to find the ingredients we
You pop through. You are now standing in front of the row of warehouses on the docks in Briny Bridge, the Halfling Pirate Island. You see the water right in front of you, and you see large waves under the docks where Aquafina lives. What are you gonna do?
It's gonna run up there and be like, Aquafina, are you there? I have a culinary
call-
emergency.
As you were saying that, Aquafina rises to the surface with like half of a shark and a whole bunch of seaweed hanging out of her mouth as she's like chomping down on this. She's like, what do you need, honey? And she just gulps back everything. She's like, uh-huh.
I need sharks. We're making shark sausages.
Oh, well, that sounds tasty. That's nice. What are you gonna make them with?
Fireflower powder, but we need something good for the casing. I kind of like seize the kelp. A kelp casing. Do you have any really premium
we
kelp?
should make a seaweed vinaigrette.
Whoa, yes!
Hi, the last Omnitect.
Hi.
Welcome. Thank you for the raid. Yay. You have just entered a cook-off between a Minotaur and a Bear folk, trying to make the best sausages. We are finding some exotic ingredients. Apparently, we're going to be making shark sausages with a seaweed wrap. We're going to make a kelp vinaigrette, you say?
Yep.
And Aquafina, the ancient sea serpent, sort of looks at you and she's like, ooh, I know. You know what you can do that is super, super tasty and gives it a lovely little, like, very weirdly smooth crunch?
Yeah.
And she, like, dives back down into the water and comes up and just spits hundreds of pearls at you. None of them are like the really good, like circular pearls. They're all sort of seed pearls. She's like, grind this up, and then like use it in the casing. It'll be amazing.
Or I could do a coating and then fry them.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh my
Speaking of
gosh.
which, you'll need oil.
Yes, oil.
Can you get us oil?
Well, we might want to go we could
All right.
like diversify where we're getting
This
stuff
is taking
from.
10 minutes.
I was asking you.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I can conjure up the best quality oil. 120 gold of oil of premium cooking oil will be
Awesome.
a lot of very high
Yeah.
quality oil.
Yeah. Fabulous.
One moment, he flares his wings out. You have kind of that effective lot of old angel art, like eyes opening up on the feathers.
Ah.
To me, and this enormous bottle of high quality. What's a
I was
weird
trying to
thing
think of
have
what-
Ruffle oil.
cooking oil from. I'm kind of thinking like shambling mound oil.
Oh my
Something that would be
Absolutely.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
It really
yeah.
is.
Normally.
It smells terrible, but it tastes amazing.
Yes.
It is
It's like very, very
so
pungent,
good.
like sesame seed oil. Like a little bit
But-
of that stuff will get your whole entire house.
But only shambling mounds from the swamp next to the Duopolis forest.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. The shambling mounds that are grown near the Temple of Nemesine just have this amazing oil. Yeah.
All right. So, Nemesine oil, Nemesine mound oil
Yeah.
for the group.
That was
Perfect.
horrifying.
All right.
On until
It's
you're
now
about to start
been-
cooking.
It's been 25 minutes. You've got 35 minutes left to get back there. Where are you gonna go?
Anything else we need?
We only have one firefly. We're gonna need more than that for the powder.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I have seeds.
Can you grow them fast? The floor it
Yeah.
can.
Back home, yeah. Not here.
Well, then let's
All
go. What are we waiting for?
Let's go.
How many sharks can I fit in the bag of holding?
I mean, I have 5 seeds with me.
How
You need
many sharks
Sharks, can you fit
can
in a
I
bag
fit
of
in a
holding?
bag of holding? It's a question that I was just asked.
Yeah.
There's a first for everything.
I'm gonna
'Cause
say
we're gonna feed
you
hundreds
can,
of people.
you can fit enough in there to make sausages, to make sharks are pretty big. I'm gonna say you can make 500 sausages.
Perfect.
That'll work.
Yeah. No, dudes.
All right, so are you heading over to Delvers?
Yeah,
Yep.
Gorf is gonna put the live sharks in his bag of holding.
I'm gonna keep them alive.
Yeah.
They're not going to be alive if you put them in the bag of
First.
holding. It
That's fine.
explicitly doesn't have
First.
air in it.
Actually, that's probably
I need to know.
barbaric.
I need to know what else you have in your bag of holding.
How
The
much
sharks
stuff gonna end up in
will
a shark's stomach?
Literally eat anything. They have, in fact, in the real world, fun facts for everyone,
Uh-huh.
they have found things like a complete suit of armor, a full crate of ammunition, still intact and viable. Like, they'll literally just eat anything that they're near.
Can I actually rescind that because it's kind of cruel to them to suffocate them?
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, because you're a fucking monster.
Yeah. So Gorf is just gonna do the most. I want to know. Let me roll a nature check. Let's see if Gorf knows how to humanely dispose of sharks. 23.
All right.
Yeah, yeah, you chopped
Alright.
their heads off.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
chopped
Yeah.
it.
That's the most humane way Gorf knows.
Knows how to do it.
All right.
Very Gorf.
No one wants to know how the sausage gets made.
No.
Put up test.
So you head over to Delvers. As you are exiting the portal, you see Corton standing there.
Hey!
What are you all
Hello?
doing
Pleasure
back
to meet
here?
you, Malik.
What are you? Who the hell are you?
Malik, I'm helping them with a culinary duel that they got into.
So instead of stopping the war,
No,
you're
this is a
doing
part
what
of the
exactly?
It's important,
diplomatic-
Corton!
things
Is
happening
it?
in. Yes, absolutely.
Yes, it really is.
I don't believe you.
Okay, that's fair.
Very well. And I'm like, just kind of,
Very well.
I think we're going to need to have a long discussion about your performance recently.
Right. And as he's saying this, like, I am.
That's great, yes,
Just
of
like,
course. We'll put it on the
yeah.
calendar.
There's Corton just sort of raises an eyebrow at you, Crow, and is just like, "Are you trying to walk away from me
Not at all. I thought we were walking.
while I
talking to a
am
busy man.
speaking
You're a busy
to
man.
you?"
Yeah,
Oh, guys,
we love you,
don't
Corton, but we gotta
tell
go.
I am not
Okay,
moving. I am not moving. Why are you moving?
we're on a kind of a time crunch. It's been nice chatting, but we gotta go.
Tentacle tsunami. Bye.
I'm going to.
Yeah,
Are
tentacle
you? You're not
tsunami.
going to. You're not going to attempt in any way, shape, or form to convince Corton to let you go.
Nope.
Okay.
Morpheus.
My brain can't think of that right now. I'm just like,
Um,
you have to go.
As everyone else starts heading out, Gorf.
Oh, Malik
guess
hasn't
what?
started moving.
Malik is still there.
Gorf, guess what you feel?
Abuse from my employer.
Probably, yeah.
Physical abuse.
You suddenly feel Bigby's hand wrapping around you and lifting you up off the floor. It says, I think, Gorf, that we're going to have this conversation now instead of later.
We only have an hour.
Only an hour.
25 minutes.
Can it be quick?
Correction. 25.
Yes, we should make all discussions about the fate of the continent quick, as you say.
So okay, real quick. We gathered the council. We're waiting for them to adjourn, and then we're gonna meet them. So we actually aren't losing any time at all doing this. So if you kindly put me down, that would be great because someone insulted my wiener.
It is a
Corton
grave
is
matter
just
of honor.
going. Yes, Corton is just going to look at you and say, "Yes, I suppose one must defend their wiener to the public." But it has been brought into question. I suppose the fact that we're having a conversation that includes both the entire council, the war council of Valencia, and your wiener. I guess there are many things that you need to go and deal with. So please have fun explaining your wiener to the council. And he just sort of
Judging by the
releases
amount of
you.
people genuinely addicted to it in the city, I don't think it will be difficult.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
As that is said, you are in one of the busiest markets in the multiverse. And there is just this suddenly buzzing in the market. And you hear alternatively from depending on, you can literally watch the rumor growing in different directions throughout the market. You've got one section that is people that are suddenly just sort of batting their eyelashes and forth now. Then there's there's a very sort of religious section over there where you just hear whispers like whore. And things sort of shift now in the market every time Gorf appears. Yes, but Corton just sees all this and just sighs. It's just like, oh, I hate my life. wanders back up to his tower. You all head down to the temple that houses the magical greenhouse and the treant Willow Song.
Hi, Willow. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Nice. Could you assist us in making...
I have a new mushroom.
You have a new mushroom? That's
Oh,
awesome.
I have a new mushroom.
What kind of mushroom?
What's its name?
It's right there. And you see one of the branches sort of like look down. It is so small that you cannot actually see it. It's just like a tiny little guy. I was like, look, it's new.
Oh, do you by any chance know where the Florid is?
The Lord, I think she's with her new friends.
Sorry, I think above table. I think it's the greenhouse kind of functions on its own. Without the floor.
The what?
The greenhouse, right? That's where we're at currently.
Yeah, the greenhouse is magical and functions on its own.
Okay, good. So we don't technically need the floor.
Inform me.
There's
This
yeah,
information.
I've got a new mushroom. And look at this. Look at this.
I look.
I had a baby. And you see a little tiny little willow.
Congratulations.
Little willow
Oh,
growing over there.
Adorable.
There's-
very happy for you.
Abdul, if you want to get the fire flower, I'm gonna get some parsley from Celestia.
From
Celestia.
Celestia.
Did you get to
How-
Celestia?
How are you getting to Celestia, my dear?
Don't we have like a bunch of stuff from a bunch of different places?
We don't have a market that's distant from Celestia. That's one of the
No,
things the market
the greenhouse. Maybe I.
The green, I mean,
I
you can
agree-
have parsley, but it's not from
Not from
Celestia.
Celestia.
Oh, okay.
I need you to pull it
All right,
together
all right.
there. Wait, you know what? If you crit on a nature check,
Oh my god.
you're gonna have Celestia.
Yeah!
Names on this.
There we go.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
That would have been fucking epic.
Did you do it with an advantage?
Ooh. Yeah, or is there, or
Okay.
did you gain anything from your Wheel of Chaos that might help?
Spell
Ooh.
slots. All right, here we go.
Spell slots.
How many
and-
spell slots did you get?
2.
How many
got-
spell slots did you
Five.
get?
5.
Wait, can you locate object?
No. I don't
You have 5 spell slots.
You have 5 spell slots. I will allow you with 5 spell slots and the help of the magical greenhouse. I think I would allow you, if you give me a fabulous description of what you do, I might allow you to get some Celestian parsley. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dwarf is gonna be like, I've never done this before, but I've heard that it's a thing.
And he goes up to like an empty like green,
Little plot.
little pot.
He's be like, okay, I've seen this ritual done one time and it didn't work, so we're gonna try. I'm gonna try it. Channel, okay. Okay. Don't laugh, okay?
Not going to.
And Gorf is gonna walk around the pot and be like, flap his arms and be like, I'm an angel and God is good. I'm an angel and God is
Oh
good.
my God.
I'm an angel and God is good, and I need some Celestian parsley.
he's gonna like do that like 3 times.
Oh my god. I need to know which god you are reaching out to with this.
Gorf doesn't know any Celestian gods, so he's just saying God.
Like seeing this, I'm just like,
You are
don't you need
in the
specific
temple.
god?
You are in the temple of a dwarven god currently. A dwarven god of the jungle. Who lives on Celestia as all the dwarven gods do.
I'm gonna roll an intelligence check to see if Gorf would know that.
I'm
I
just
think
gonna
it's
roll
Thard
intelligence
Har.
check.
You
Wow.
helped clear out this temple.
alright,
You know who it is.
You remember. Alright, Thard
You,
Har.
you
Look.
spent a month clearing out this
Okay,
temple
okay.
complex.
That's
You
right,
are
that's
aware.
I'm like, I'm an angel and Thardhar is good. I'm an angel and Thardhar is good. I'm an angel and Thardhar is good.
And you
Please
need
give us
what?
some celestial parsley.
And I need celestial parsley.
Wouldn't it be better to go to Arborea?
Come on, man, he needs
to
our
sail
help.
the Thule.
I like
Think
Right,
that
well,
ship
now
has
you've
sailed.
started. Now you've started a feud between Thardar and Suner. So there you go. There's as you do this and you pour this magic into this little pot of soil,
Oh my god.
nothing happens. But you do see one of the doors open in the greenhouse, and there is this pot of perfect parsley in there. And you can tell that it is so perfect, it must be celestial.
Oh my god, it worked.
Look.
Oh.
He like
I
he like
am genuinely amazed.
picks it and holds it up and be like,
This might be the greatest ingredient I've ever used.
Do you take all of it?
not all of
Leave
it.
some.
He's gonna leave.
Like, does anyone know how plants work?
I mean, I guess he's a chef. He would fucking know how to like take
Yeah,
it and
he
not
would know.
leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, not kill the
Right.
plant. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
All right, fabulous. Good. That took you another 10 minutes.
All right, guys, we have 15 minutes. That's
We should
just
roll.
enough to run
We
back.
gotta go.
Yeah.
That's just enough to
Yeah.
run back.
Pleasure
All
meeting
right.
you, Willow, by the way. I will introduce myself later. We've got to go.
Bye, Tree. Congratulations on your kid.
Bye. Rushing out.
And your mushroom. It was definitely there.
You run back through the market, through the whispers of how Gorf is a filthy whore, and how he's also the most eligible bachelor now.
Eligible
there.
bachelor. His wiener is addictive.
There's so many things, because there are definitely bear folk in there, and there's so many things that they could say about how they've had Gorf's wiener for years. You know, it's just totally inappropriate.
Yeah, there have been people that have been taking Gorse Wiener for years.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Best wiener in Valencia. You make it back to the teleportation circle. You head off to Valencia. Run! And you get there just in time. You hear Big Louie say, and 3, and 2, and 1. There we are. Hey there. Now we shall present.
Gorf throws up in his mouth a little bit, but he swallows it.
Oh boy.
'Cause
Gross.
he ran
You're
so hard.
gross. There's-
I crit on that Constitution save. He would have thrown up, but he
Yeah.
barely
Nope,
held
he
it in.
didn't. He didn't.
All right. I have all the green
Big
systems.
Louie announces, all right, players, please come and tell me what you have, and we shall inspect it. And you let him know everything that you've got.
Fire
And so
flower
does the
powder,
Minotaur.
shambling mound oil, shark with fey influence, kelp, pearl seeds, and celestial parsley.
Yeah, that's a great list.
Yep.
Yeah.
We did good.
We did it. How do we turn this into a sausage? I say, looking to Gorf.
Throw it all in the grinder.
No, there's a very specific order.
Lead the way.
As you are saying this, the Minotaur heads over and gives it and announces their ingredients.
Oh boy.
And like,
We're making our sausages out of 6 different dinosaurs.
No.
Honestly, that was one of the thoughts I had. Like, we should go get a T-Rex. Like,
Like,
legitimately, as I
T-Rex.
thought that. I'm like, we have to fight
You
it.
know
sausage.
that this is going to be a big hit because the bear folk and the minotaurs especially love eating other carnivores to prove that they're better. There's-
Yes.
So it is a mix of T-Rex, plesiosaur,
Oh,
allosaur,
they were prepared.
deinonychus,
Oh,
and a couple of smaller ones. Like we're going to be spicing it with Medusa hair venom, which also will give it a lovely crunch on the outside. And you're like, and we're spicing it also with. And he looks over at Gorf. He's like, fennel from Arborea.
No.
And you, he looks at you and smiles, and he's like, that greenhouse to Delphi's dream is great, isn't it? And
No.
yeah. The crowd erupts into cheers for this. And then the Minotaur looks at you and says, oh, we've got one final thing. And you see him take a gold bar out of his pocket. And you notice that he has these ornaments on his horns that look sort of like cheese graters.
No,
Better not.
And he
Better
literally
not.
is gonna
he's a
go
mod.
chuk, chuk, and just gold
Gold
leaf, gold shavings. That's right.
Gorf looks at the party.
You
he's
can
like,
keep your stupid
Oh,
pearls.
We're fucked.
Listen, he might have the high food ingredients, but you have the culinary expertise.
Yeah,
You're a chef better than anyone I've ever
in
seen.
the heart. He just does it for money. I do it for the love of it.
So,
Got this. I'm right behind you.
Louis runs over to you, raises your hand up and says, who thinks? Sorry, that's the wrong place. All right, you mugs. Who thinks? Who thinks that this sausage is going to be the best sausage? And you hear the crowd roar in anticipation. And then you see Big Louie run over to the Minotaur and hold his hand up. Who thinks that this sausage is going to be the best sausage? And there's an even louder roar because they do love dinosaur sausage here.
Damn.
Oh, damn it.
And you look very sad. But the Minotaur has won round one. Good sir.
Oh.
Big Louie takes his spot once again and shouts to the crowd, all right, you shut your stupid mouths right this goddamn minute. You listen to me now. What's going to happen over here, you see? Is now you're going to cook some sausage. That's what you're going to do. You're going to cook the sausage, you see. And we're going to see how well you do the cooking. Not just how well you cook it, but how good you look when you're doing it. So, get ready, get set, and go! And you watch as the Minotaur immediately pulls out these gorgeous knives and implements and like pulls out like what looks like the tail of a T-Rex and slaps it onto this giant table. And you watch as he literally starts juggling knives as he is like skinning and filleting this T-Rex tail. Tell me, what are you going to start with? By the way, the crowd is going crazy for that.
All right. Gorf is gonna.
he's gonna remove his vest and his shirt and throw it aside.
Oh,
Actually, he's gonna throw it into the crowd. Actually, the crowd
Oh my God.
that is.
Oh my God. It smells like Gorf
And then Gorf is gonna be like, I have one thing that you can't be. He's angry! He's like, ah!
And he's just gonna like pull out the shark, slap it on the thing, and then he's gonna reach in and pull out a knife from the Shadowfell and just start and just like start skinning this thing. And he's gonna set the skins aside because he's gonna use those later.
I love it.
He's gonna start just getting all the guts and everything out, and then he is going to take the big slab of shark meat, and he's gonna put it in the grinder. He's like,
Oh yeah. And it's are you all doing anything?
I'm going to be. Oh, go ahead.
No, go for it.
All right. Taking after Gorf's lead, Crow takes off the ice drake tooth, throws it into the air, and with a sudden, like, there's a massive upsurge of wind that rushes through like a cold shiver as it condenses, and from it, like a little frosty kind of shard bursts forth the ice drake as they come down with their frozen tipped claws. He's going to take one of the sharks, throws it up, and as they go around in like a swift circle, he adds on it with winds from the heart of the sky, basically turning it into a meat blender, grinding it in the sky, and then funneling it down to the table.
nice.
Malik, are you gonna do anything?
Let's see. Athul, do you have, is Athul, I'm gonna let Athul do it first. I'm still trying to think this through if they have anything to.
Hey Malik, don't forget you have 6 attacks.
Yeah, I do.
While you are all doing this, Gorf, you hear from across the way, somebody saying, "Hey Gorf, looks like you can't even beat up that shark, right? Squishy Gorf." And you have had, I'm going to need you to make me first a wisdom saving throw.
Squishy boy strikes again.
Well, not squishy boy.
What'd you get?
Well,
Is Minotaur
You're within
Man
5,
also
you're within
a
10 feet.
dinosaur?
You get +5.
You what?
Oh,
I am
nice.
here cooking with him. He gets +5.
Yay, 17.
Fabulous.
Thank God.
17. All right. So you make it a fool. What were you saying?
Is the Minotaur competition still carving up the T-Rex tail?
Absolutely.
I'm going to, just because I don't like this guy, I'm going to very subtly, using my telekinesis, just nudge his hand like every few seconds so he fucks up his cuts and like the delicate work of his hand.
Oh my God.
Yes.
All right.
Sabotage!
Gorf would not approve of that, but Lando fucking loves that.
As you do that, you see that suddenly, like, a chunk of the T-Rex tail like goes flying in a weird direction, uncontrolled, like as he accidentally slices it wrong. But he looks over at your team and he's like, he's ready for the next one. The next time you attempt it, he, like, you can see him sort of like holding back a little bit now. And as you attempt the second one, they're all very well trained. As it happens, he feels the smack happening, and you watch him do a full pirouette, and you see a butcher's knife come flying at your face. It's the wolf. Please give me a dexterity saving throw. And let me know what you get.
17.
A 17.
Well, probably a
Um,
23, but or 22.
That's true. That's
Hey,
true.
wow, look,
That is such an overpowered freaking ability.
it's so
Paladin.
good.
Yeah, aura of protection is wild.
You're just the worst person I've ever met. There's yes, you absolutely save and the butcher's knife goes flying into the wall of the meat place.
Can it fly through the window that is newly...
No, it cannot.
Okay.
Oh.
No. Because there are Kenkus there currently replacing the window.
They're
I
not
don't
already
want to hit a
done?
Kenku.
Let's not.
I don't want to
Kenku.
murder a Kenku in front of
That's fair. That's fair.
this crowd. There's you have got a and you watch
Ritual
very
sacrifice.
quickly the Minotaur just pulls another knife out from underneath the grill and just keeps going. But that definitely slowed him down a little bit. And the
right.
crowd saw it and they're like, oh, he's not playing fair. Boo!
Yeah!
Is there anything else that you all want to do in your preparation steps?
So, I grab the butcher knife that he like threw into the wall, pull it out, get the parsley and the other stuff that needs to get like cut up and ground out, the spices that are going to be getting cut up and ground down, get the entire like set of utensils out, and with animating performance, I step back, I command the, and he says, utensils, prepare the spices. And the entire set just gets up and rhythmically starts cutting and grinding everything for me and prepares all of that on its own.
Nice.
So
So
right.
you're doing the pearls, the
yeah, the
parsley,
pearls,
yeah,
the
fire flower.
fire flower, the ground fire flower, and
All right.
the celestial
Parsley.
parsley.
Yep.
I'm gonna
All
pat
right.
Gorf on the back and be like, "Good luck, buddy," and I'm gonna cast Bless on him.
Oh, and I'm going to give
Nice!
bardic inspiration to Gorf.
Nice.
You're the best chef I've met.
I feel amazing! Yeah!
All right, so with your bardic inspiration and your bless, you must now make a performance check. You can do it with advantage
Oh.
because you have your friends helping you.
My performance
Um,
Garbo.
and you have to beat a 19, which is what the Minotaur got.
Okay.
So, please give me a performance check.
That's it.
What'd you get?
That was a 0 and a 6.
Oh my God!
So
What is
okay, so
wrong
let's
with
see
you?
how we can do this. So okay, so bless,
The
Is
D4,
it
an
2?
extra 5, and then the bardic.
Does
inspiration.
anybody else?
and
I know
then
somebody's got like some key points.
is
and
it
shit.
a D6
What can?
with bardic inspiration?
Oh, bardic inspiration is currently, I believe it's a D8 at the moment. Let me double check. It is a D8, and
Okay,
you
so-
roll twice and take the better for skill checks.
Oh, shoot. Okay, so that's
so
8.
don't forget that you have the Wheel of Chaos. We've used Gorf's spell slots.
Yeah.
We've used the legendary resistances. Crow, what were yours?
I have extra attacks.
And I also
Okay.
have extra attacks.
Ah, yes.
And if Fool
Okay.
has legendary resistance. All right, I think you burned them all, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
burn them
that's
all
what he had.
To get rid of get out of the stun grab.
so that actually 6 plus 2 is 8 plus 14 plus 5 is 19.
Wow!
God
All
damn.
of that for the
Wait, no,
preparatory.
but his thing is for saves, isn't it? It's not for checks.
Oh, that's true.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Bless is for
Is
saves,
there
yeah.
anything that you would like to do to increase your performance?
Believe in you.
Everybody can help.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
any
We've got a
idea-
whole bunch of fucking spellcasters here, and none of you have used any spells. So,
I
Let's
mean-
see. None of
Nothing
mine
of I
have
got
the skill
particularly
checks.
helpful,
Those
except
don't
maybe
have
I
skill
could give you
checks.
haste, and that might help. I don't know.
Oh, wait. Ah, man. Is that so? Fuck. Ooh, that's weird.
anything interesting? If I don't have
Can I
anything interesting
can
in the
I
next 10
sacrifice
seconds.
like all of my extra attacks to cast mirror image on Gorf to make it seem like there are multiple Gorfs like preparing the meal?
and then
Oh my
I'm gonna Gorski
God.
needs disguise self to make him 3 inches taller, so taller than Goru,
God,
and
insecure.
buffer.
And buffer.
Even more buff.
Oh
And you're just
my
becoming ever more jacked over the course
compensating.
of
You may
This has gone so off
My
the
absolutely
rails.
childhood.
use those extra attacks with some fabulous illusions. And tell me what these illusions do to give you like a grand finale of this performance.
Oh, Gorf just has disguise self, so he can only change his own opinion.
Oh no, I
Yeah, but they're
casted,
mirror
yeah,
imaged.
mirror image.
Oh,
So there's like 3 of you there.
Oh, okay. So the first thing that Gorf's gonna do is he's gonna give himself a fabulous hat. So he's gonna be shirtless with a fedora now and a gold chain
Oh
with
my
a big
God.
G on it.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
God.
And then Gorf is gonna be like doing like a little dance. And he's going to be like every time he chops, his like arms gonna like swell with like veins.
Oh
and
my
muscles.
God. This is so awful. I hate you all so much.
Love you.
Oh my God. All right, fabulous. And for your big finale, what's your final move?
Final move is Gorf is going to do for the last chop. Gorf is going to use a spell empowered jump and do a front flip and do a fuck. And do
That
the
was
last
like
slice
a
after
clean?
doing a front flip.
All right, fabulous. As you do that, you watch several versions of Gorf utilizing all of the different attacks that have been gifted to them. Slicing this thing into tiny little bits after they jump up and land again. You see the crowd go wild for this, and you may re-roll with advantage your performance check. Do better, please.
Come on, fingers
Oh,
crossed.
do better. Here we go.
Do better.
Double crit! Holy shit! Double
Did you
crit!
get a double crit?
Holy
got a double
Oh
crit!
my God.
Nice.
Holy
Oh
shit! That's like
my
1 in
God.
400, right?
Yeah, that is
a
1 in 400.
400 chance.
It was all the fedora and the chain. That's what it was.
Oh my
Holy
Oh
god.
my God.
shit.
The crowd
Double crit.
loses their mind. Like you see like all of like the bear folk in the audience like pull their shirts off. And they're like, "Oh, God." And they're just having a fabulous time. You definitely see like a few of the haberdasheries in the vicinity suddenly have a rush on hat sales.
Yes. Yes.
And you see the Minotaur looking over at you, and he's just like, what are you? Just so angry that he just spits up a little on himself.
Oh
He's
no.
just,
Who's a feeble old
see him
man
just,
now?
like, you just see him like switch his aprons out. There. What is going on? And you see Poppy come up, and he's like, "We're done good, boy. We're done good." And you see Big Louie jump up, and he's like, "All right, you bugs. It's obvious to me who won that round. That's right. Go!"
Meat place, meat place, meat place.
Now it's the final round. Now you actually gotta cook them. Let's see how you do, boys. And you watch as like the grill's fires just magically ignite. They are now the perfect temperature for sausage cooking. You have your kelp and pearl encrusted shark sausages with your fabulous Celestian parsley. And they have their amazing dinosaur and Arborean fennel sausages with gold leaf. That's right. I need to know. Are you going to do anything to help cook these sausages to perfection?
Yeah. Gorf's gonna be like, everyone, move out of the way! And he's
All right. I'm going to give you bardic inspiration again, so you get that D8 that you can roll twice here.
And then as the sausages come to like just before they're about to be done, as they're cooking in shambling mound oil, Gorf is going to raise his head and he is going to shoot lightning across all of these sausages and crisp them perfectly, and just all of like they're all gonna be instantly perfect as he just and shoots a chain of lightning that just goes off into the distance. Cooks all these sausages, and then
I'm gonna need to know what direction this what was behind this. Did you just murder a bunch of people in the crowd?
If it would help for directional input, Crow will assist
Tell everybody to move.
with a
I
gust
told
of
everyone
wind
to move.
in order to have it so that these things go in the
I
air.
imagined it as like we're kind of like on like a slope, and so it gets shot off into like the horizon. But
So up into the air. Okay.
yeah, up into the air. So hopefully there's no air traffic there that gets.
Let's hope. You know what? Roll me a percentile.
Okay.
There's a 95% chance that you're fine, but if you
77.
get, you got what?
77.
77. Okay, you're fine.
Off brow.
You definitely see a couple Aarakocra up there, just like suddenly like lightning flashes in front of them. Like, whoop.
Oh shit! Like one of them like lays an egg and it falls to earth.
Oh my God. And it falls directly on top of the Minotaur.
Yes, yes, just
He now literally has egg on his face.
Egg on face.
Oh god! And then Gorf is going to like burn. Hold on, how many spells? He's gonna burn 4 spell slots of Goodberry and make a Goodberry dipping sauce.
Oh my God! Oh my God! I want a Goodberry dipping sauce. That sounds amazing.
It's
oh my
magically
God.
delicious. Oh.
I love that.
I feel as if today's session was just a very long form answer of what are we going to bring to the potluck.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Exactly
the
right.
thing. That is
Oh,
the thing.
God.
There's a you because you have the chef's feet, because you have invoked good berries, because you used I'm assuming that this lightning bolt was your planar touchstone power.
Yeah.
Okay. So because you did all of that, there is roll me. I'm gonna need oh God. So I'm gonna need an intelligence check from you with
Right.
advantage.
Okay.
To use your chef's feats. To use your chef tools.
Is it possible to do with my wisdom? Because Gorf doesn't cook with his mind; he cooks with his heart.
Shut up! I hate you. Oh my God! Oh my God! I don't cook with
It's
my
a fair
mind.
call.
I don't cook with my
heart.
mind; I cook with my heart.
That's right.
I don't
if
know
this
shit
was
about
baking,
nothing.
if this was baking, I would say no, but this is cooking, because baking is definitely an intelligence based. It's all mathematics, whereas cooking is more of an art. So yes, I will.
Yay!
I will allow
I mean,
it.
it's the difference between a +0 and a +2.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it makes more canonical
You
sense.
may do it with advantage. You have bardic inspiration, and
And bless.
and bless. You have bless
All right.
as well.
This is just
And
a
if
wisdom
you can
check.
get above, a 25 on this, something delightful may happen.
All right. Wisdom
Don't forget to add your
check.
proficiency bonus.
Just a
You what?
wisdom check.
A wisdom check.
Okay.
Don't forget to add your proficiency bonus
Alright.
because you're proficient in cooking tools.
Yes.
17 plus 5, it's 23. Plus
What's the
bardic
5 from?
Inspiration. Oh no, sorry, 4. Proficiency.
Yeah.
Because I
Okay.
have proficiency. So that's 21. Plus
No,
bardic
all right.
inspiration, which is 8. Which is plus
Wait, it's
7.
total-
And
Plus 7. You
so
have made
we're
it
looking
above
at, hold
20.
on, 31.
Oh my fuck!
Nice.
Cook from the
I
heart.
was intimately aware
31.
of the DCs. And, like, that is above a quote unquote impossible DC.
Yeah. 31. Okay. All right.
You've accomplished the
So,
impossible.
on the other side of this,
Planet.
you see he is cooking some amazing sausages.
Oh, yeah.
From what you can smell,
No
it's
doubt.
so friggin' good. And the crowd is sort of like leaning over in his direction because the sausages that you're creating are a little different. You
Yeah.
know, people aren't really
They're-
used to
they're
these
experimental.
scents and smells.
For sure.
Yeah. But as you finish casting your lightning bolt, you notice that your sausages start to sort of glow
Oh my god.
a little bit. And you have made this is a huge batch of sausages. There's like 400, 500 sausages in this batch, right? You notice that like several of the sausages, probably like 50 sausages, suddenly start sort of flopping around, and they flop out of the oil
I just
and sort of
Frankenstein?
onto the ground. And as you watch, you see the sausages sort of split open, and there are now like 50 little bunnies, and they all sort of head over to you, and they're sort of like nuzzling on you enough that it creates a bit of static electricity. And as that happens, you start giving off these little electrical sparks that form into the face of Sune as your power comes from Arboreal.
Horse hair is all like, poof. It's like every hair
And
is
you see this sparkling image of Sune made of electricity and what looks like pearls. And she just gives a little perfect giggle and then a wink and then disappears. And the bunnies head off into the crowd, and
It's just like-
everyone that the bunnies sort of pass suddenly feels love in their heart, as you have just created a swarm of Sune's bunnies in Valencia with your
Yay!
magical, amazing sausages.
Oh my god.
There is. Because the bunnies are also over here just hanging out by your stuff, people are very attracted to this set of the sausages. And Big Louie shouts out, "We've got a winner here!"
No one's even eating them yet, and
Mandate.
Big Louie's already calling it.
This is like divine mandate. There's nothing I can do about this.
He's like,
guy.
alright, well, fine.
You bet me.
It's
This is
Sune.
God.
The champions of Sune, the vaunted Poison Brigade, has won the day here. The Sausage Festival. And you watch as the entire crowd sort of erupts. There is Minotaur comes over, shakes your hand, and says, "You did good, boy. You did good. There's, I guess, getting the goddess involved is a bit showy." Okay. There's heads back over.
All right.
And Poppy and his husband come over.
I love cooking so much that it attracted Sude.
I just
And-
like grab Dill and I hold the little buddy up towards the Minotaur and I'm just like embracing his love.
Aw.
Dill like sort of scampers out of your pocket and goes and plays with some of his brothers and sisters. They're all his bunnies for a little bit. And with that, with the winning of the sausage contest, we will end our
Yes! Woo!
Yay!
Holy
Sausage
shit!
contest.
Oh my god.
That was so
Die.
fucking
The
good.
world's not ending, so that's a
Yeah.
plus.
A very different feel of a session
Well,
than the last.
Absolutely.
I think the
last
thing
one.
is the best about this is we could feel no guilt because if the council had been able to meet earlier, we would have gone. But we had to wait for them to meet, so we
That's
didn't actually
true.
lose any time.
That's
So
true.
guilt-
No time is
Guilt-free.
lost. Guilt-free side quest.
So everybody in chat, go hit
Oh,
exclamation point
gosh.
raffle, because in just a sec, we are going to be raffling off a set of Phoenix Dice. If you love amazing dice, Phoenix Dice bases all of their designs off of the monster manual from D&D. That's right. It's all based on mythological monsters. So exclamation point raffle will get you a chance to win some fabulous Phoenix Dice. In the meantime, hey, new guy, Malik, tell me, what was your favorite moment tonight?
The bunnies were pretty great. I did love coming out of the portal, immediately running into the boss, who has no idea who I am.
Yeah, that was
Very
Yeah.
annoyed that we're off on a side quest with some new stranger.
You just make friends really easily.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. What about you, Gorp? What was your favorite
Oh
moment?
God. I mean, honestly, I feel kind of guilty because this is such a Gorf-centric episode.
Oh,
So
it's been
I really
awesome.
hope that everyone had a lot of fun. But honestly, oh fuck, I can't.
Did you miss
I-
the part with us?
There was,
Did you miss the part with us?
I mean, yes, yeah, for sure. Honestly, I can't even pick. There were so many times where everyone did such a good job of bouncing off one another.
Mhm.
And we created so much fabulous lore for Valencia because
Yeah.
we don't have a lot of actual lore for Valencia in terms of because we haven't visited, and we just created like a whole event, 2 shops that are hilarious. We created like a sausage gang. So honestly, I can't even pick. Like,
So sad.
You understand now that because you have been mentioned in like with Gorf's Wiener and the
Gorf's
Poison
Wiener.
Brigade, now the
Oh, yeah.
rumor is going to be that Gorf has a poisonous wiener. That's now what's gonna happen there.
only really
So,
daring people are gonna be like,
Oh my God. Patricians.
Everyone's
Oh.
addicted to Gorf's
Gorf's
poisonous
poisonous
wiener.
wiener.
there you go.
Yeah,
Mm.
absolutely.
Perfect.
There's Fabulous Pro. What was yours?
Oh, Big Louie showing up on the scene.
Oh,
Love Big Louie.
Big Louie.
Every moment with Big Louie is a good moment with Big Louie.
Oh, Big Louie.
Ah.
Okay. Big Louie, you delightful murderer.
Just fucking jumps him off the edge of the fucking island.
For people who don't know, Big Louie, we met Big Louie when we were in the floating island city of the Air Genasi. There was an altercation in the streets.
Yeah.
Several people got knocked out,
Mhm.
and we needed help getting rid of the evidence. And so we called Big Louie, who was part of the Mouse Folk. And the mafia for this continent are the Mouse Folk. So it's the Mouse Folk Mafia. And Big Louie, we thought that the Big Louie was gonna like go get them a room at like an inn and let them sleep it off. But Big Louie just loaded them all in a cart because he's a mafioso. And dump them off the side of the
Yes,
floating
that was
island.
his take care of
A couple miles,
yeah.
a couple miles above the ground. So
We're like, whoa,
we're
what the
assuming they're all
fuck?
dead. So
And then the
that's
blame
a
for the
big win for
murder
you.
for a very long time
Was on
was
Gorf.
pinned on
Yeah.
Gorf.
Damn it,
Yeah.
not Cap in this.
Because Gorf knocked one out and put one in his bag of holding, and everyone thought they just fucking
He ate
ate
a
him.
guy.
Well, no, yeah, and Crow was the one that actually murdered
I actually
someone
killed
in the
someone.
street.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Crow had Kalana go out,
Yeah.
and then Kalana, let's shoot someone to
Yeah.
death.
This is why
Yeah.
you don't punch civilians.
Yeah.
You only
They were
punch
thieves. They
other
weren't civilians. They
level
were
people.
bandits. They weren't bandits. They were just
Civilians are
Spyganoffs.
fragile.
Hey, heroes at home,
It was at
don't
home.
punch civilians.
Yeah.
Don't punch civilians.
Remember,
Remember, kids.
Unless they're
Commoners
what
have
was your
4 HP.
favorite moment?
I was just really enjoying just kind of sitting back and watching y'all try to cook.
that was
Oh my
honestly
gosh.
so fun.
I really
Because
love the like,
IRL,
the
I don't know
contribution.
jack squat about cooking. I actually looked up and saw that there was actually
I
an
know how to
actual
cook, so I'm
shark
sitting there while
sausage
you guys are doing
recipe.
this, like, wow.
Oh my god. I mean, I love that we created yet another minigame.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like this whole campaign is definitely turning into Final Fantasy. Like
Yeah.
there's the main
Yeah.
quest, but you have to do the minigames. Like,
Oh yeah.
if
You have
want
to
the
head
good
over
shit.
to the mall, and then you have to like initiate the side
Can we
quest
go on
by
golden
talking to
saucer?
Poppy.
Oh, big Poppy. Yeah, I love him.
Big Poppy's pretty
Poppy was
great.
great.
Yeah, I like Big Poppy. Now let's give away some dice.
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
All right.
All right, do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Chance.
Come on,
10
Lando.
seconds.
Do it. No,
That's
we've
it.
already given
Nope.
them minutes.
They're done.
So just
It's-
do
they're
it.
done. They're done. All right, pick the winner. Here we go.
All right, who wins?
Alakazam!
Hey! You
Hey!
won fabulous dice! Yay! And with that, we are going to go raid into someone fabulous. Let's see who is available. Ooh, there's Mindari, who is part of our fabulous stream team, the Rolling Together Stream Team.
Oh, let's
He's
go.
doing some delightful world building. So let's head over there and say hello. Remember, when we raid, we tell them what we are bringing to the potluck.
You guys have
I
a lot
know.
of options this week.
Oh, there's so many options.
I'm going to bring
Enormous number
Arborian
of
Fennel,
I've already said that.
Nice.
is what I'm going to bring. What are you going to bring?
I'm gonna bring Gorf's wiener. Is there a question?
Gorf's
Is there a
Wiener.
question?
That's
What-
right. And with that, we're going to raid.
and okay, that's enough.
Mwah.
All right, bye everybody. Take care.
Bye.